What's up, Sports to the Bone family? What's up? What's up? How are you guys doing? How is everybody? Hope you all made it through the day safely, Yeah, man, we had a poor game earlier this morning, but hope you all made it through and you all are doing okay. Yeah, man, check. Hope everybody is doing okay. I don't know the thing already. All right, so we're going to be discussing what went on with that in that game yesterday this morning, right? Yeah, man. We're also gonna be giving persons a chance to come onto the live, but as per usual, we're gonna set the pace a little bit. Let's do a quick recap, general recap of what took place today, and then we'll allow persons to come on and sort of give their feedback as regards to what what are their thoughts about the game. As you come in, already, just go ahead and hit that like button. You understand, so the video can get pushed out. Yeah, man. No, what I want us to do now, my viewers and subscribers, is to look at the fact that we would have played 2 games and we are still, we weren't able to put together not even a solid total. Because if you put that 55 with this what we made this morning, that is probably the score that you want to make in a T20 game. You understand? So it just goes to show that we were extremely poor out there today. All right. So for those who are not aware and just joining on the stream, so we went up against South Africa and we were hammered. You understand? South Africa won the game by 8 wickets. 8 wickets. Yes, you're not hearing wrong. South Africa won the game by 8 wickets. We batted first, got 143 for 8. You understand? And then South Africa, they went in, they only lost 2 wickets. The batting, I think we were on the live this morning. We actually did a watch along early this morning while the game was going on and we spoke about it. But we're going to go through the batting card and things. So for the persons that want to come on the live, you can just jump on and you can stay in the waiting room and I'll let you in soon. Just give me a chance to go through the batting card. So as I said, we batted first. We got 143. Lendl Simmons played a test match knock. I mean, we're going to be playing a test series against Sri Lanka. So it's a possibility that he was auditioning for that spot as an opener. Right? He got 16 off 35. Yeah, 16 off 35. Evan Lewis got 56 off 35. Nicholas Pooran got 12 off 7. Chris Gale got 12 off 12. Pollard got 26 off 20. Russell got 4 off. Russell got what? 5 off 4. You understand? And Shemran Hitmeyer, he got 1. He was run out for 1. Bravo. That's Dwayne Bravo. He got 8 off 5. Hayden Walsh Jr. didn't make anything, and Akil Hussein remained not out. So that is basically how things went for us, my viewers and subscribers. Now, bowling for South Africa, 2 wickets went to Maharaj, and 3 wickets went to Pretorius. So those are the guys that did the business. You understand? When it comes on to the chase now, South Africa, they lost an early wicket in Temba Bavuma. That's it. That's the first wicket that went down. Russell with a direct hit, getting rid of him. Right. Hendricks, he stayed there. He got 39 off 30 before he was dismissed by Akil Hussein. And Van der Dusen and Aiden Markram, they stayed at the crease, remained not out and got 43 and 51 respectively. So that is how it went. Bowling for West Indies now, Akil Hussein, the only man that really got a wicket. He got his 4 overs out of the way for just 27 runs, not bad at all with a wicket. Ravi Rampal bowled 3 overs, 22 runs, no wicket. Russell 3.2 overs, 36 runs, so he traveled. Hayden Walsh Jr., I think he got 3 overs for 26. Bravo 4 for 23. Pollard had 1 over for 9 runs. So that is basically how things went down as regards to our batting guys. Our bowling. You understand? So now that we have looked at that, let me just welcome some people, right? We see Contact 20 here, we see Mr. Lover here, We see Quincy here, right? We see who is this now? Jacobs, Cedric Ricketts, Daniel. Yeah, man, all of you guys that are posting, welcome, welcome. You understand? Let me just go through Henry. Henry saying West Indies test players, but like they are in T20 and T20 players, but like they are in tests. Yeah, man. Seems as if we are playing the thing backwards. Ken Rice checking in. Douglas say, I feel the ego of the team and the captain is the downfall of the team. They want to prove that power hitting can get the job done, and it's obviously not working. Stop playing Simmons. All right. Yeah, man. And the funny thing about it, you see the grounds. We see every other team making sure that they rotate in the strike. Every other team rotating the strike. You understand? Running hard. South Africa didn't even have to strain themselves any at all. I mean, the only strain was trying to run between the wicket when Temba Bavuma got out. And then Hendricks got out. I think Hetmeyer took a good catch to get rid of Hendricks. But separate and apart from that, he was easy as stroll. You understand? Van der Doos and Markram, they just played the ball on the ground, pierced the gap. When the boundaries came, they went at it, and they easily overall the total. You understand? So I am not going to say we are supposed to divert from our strength totally. We know this is our strength and this is what we are good at. But at the same time, come on, man, it's most a reason why every other team rotating the strike and thing. Good gosh, man. Ah boy. Mr. Chavez said, wonder if they can cook some miracle food and see how it goes. Well, I would have to see that contact when you say Polaroid's comments after the match were delusional to compare that Simmons did to Ranza Van der Dusen. Yeah, I heard something like that, when he was saying that Simmons was playing the role of Van der Dusen. That is just absolute madness. They have somebody in the team that they selected in the team to play that role. And because of whatever reason, they don't want to give the man any game. I do understand these guys. I do understand these guys. But we're going to check in with the persons that are waiting to come on. I see Marlon here. I see Ian. As I come on, guys, just make sure that you mute the YouTube or the next thing that you have, so we don't have the noise. Yeah, we're hearing some feedback, guys.
Yeah,
all right. We have Marlon, I think, Mr. Lover, and Ian. Why? We were on early this morning. Marlon, I think, trying to remember if Marlon was on.
No, I didn't.
Marlon wasn't. Yeah, Marlon wasn't on. We had Ian, and I think we had Lorenzo, yeah, man, and somebody else. So I had to leave before the game finished though. So Ian, we didn't get the miracle that you were expecting. Right. So what are your general thoughts on the game now that it has been, now that the game is all done and dusted?
Well, basically when South Africa was here in our conditions, they beat us in the 2020 series. So and so that they were always had the advantage on us within recent times. Basically, when they came to the Caribbean. Remember when they beat us in the 2020 series? Right here in the Caribbean, just a few months ago.
Yeah.
Right? But Simmons, the coach, he not listening, and for a long time. You see, your strength is a weakness to it. Arrogance, kind of strong mind thing, because everybody was telling him bring in Chase and then London Simmons rest. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist, but all these coaches have a certain way. You remember when Trinidad was playing football and they had a coach didn't want to play Russell, Latifi, and York during the same time. And it's only coming down to the end when he threw Latifi on, you start to see the whole game lift because they complemented each other so well. But I don't know, like, I have a disease with coach. Some coach have a disease that they doesn't want to take good advice. I don't know if it's arrogance or what it is, because at the end of the day, You know, be a rocket scientist, so no chase had to walk coming for Simmons. I don't understand that.
I guess because they won 2 titles doing that, they think it's the best way. But they need to remember that Marlon Samuels was there and he sort of played that role to
Exactly.
sort of deep. And based on how things going right now, the batsmen are not in the same sort of form as they were 5.5 years ago. So there is no way, you understand, they could expect that they're going to come out and dominate just the same. Marlon, you weren't on earlier this morning. What are your thoughts on the game?
I have a lot
Enjoy
to
enjoy
say.
that test innings from Simmons.
I have a lot to say. Good night to everybody. Lennox, permit me a few minutes. Let me go through all of my frustration.
Yeah, man, go hard road, man.
This is
After the
some
game,
serious boy.
I started the game off very frustrated when I saw that Chase was not in the lineup. Strike number 1. After watching the game, I was like, all right, Marlon, the side is already picked. Support these guys as best as possible.
Mhm.
Lennox, in my opinion, South Africa did 2 things that could have cost the game. One of them was dropping Kent and the cock, and
Yeah.
number two was getting Simmons out. They should not have gotten Simmons out because
Yeah, probably should have
Simmons
left
did
him there.
more to help South Africa than anybody else on that field. The man finished the game with a strike rate of 45,
Yeah,
facing more than
45.
30 balls.
Not 2020 game.
Listen, Lennox, that is ridiculously selfish, Lennox.
We were talking about it yesterday.
Yes, there was no way you could sit there and watch. And let me tell you, if you watch the innings of Lennox, how contrary the man played. If you notice, he was swinging for the fences to begin with, and he was just missing or finding the fielders. And up until like the 12 overs, the man started to rotate the strike. If you notice, he started to rotate the strike at like with 12 overs gone, and you're like, sir, that phase of the game gone already. What are you doing? So that was the problem. The next thing is, when they decided to not bring gear in it, they chose to bring Pooran. Why would you bring a man who is not in form in the least bit? Why not Hetmyer? Why? Listen, I agree not to bring gear. Because Gail cannot run, and to me, it just wasn't a good idea to bring him. Bring a young, fresh leg. But they chose to bring Pooran. Pooran came in, did what he's been doing. Listen, they put a graphic on the screen. The man has averaged 7 runs throughout 2020. 7 runs, single digits. Literally single digits. And they chose to send him. Terrible decision. Now, I have a bone to pick with Hetmyer because we couldn't see it watching it on the TV. However, the commentators were saying that Hetmyer ran so slowly, he ran himself out.
Yeah, somebody was saying it this morning while we were watching.
Said he ran himself out. That is just like Kieran Powell. These guys are not paying attention to detail. The effort is not there that we need. And listen, the display, like I say, honestly, Simmons is a double agent because he did more for West Indies, South Africa to win.
South Africa.
Yes, that man's a double agent. You cannot convince me otherwise. Bowling was poor. At no point did we look as if we can win this game.
Yeah, the bowling was poor.
You see, in the past, the talk was that it's a country bias. There is no country bias in West Indies anymore. The bias is now transnational. The bias is purely about friend and place. That is simply what the bias. It's not a Trini bias. Guyana.
It seems as if it's a friend thing. Yeah.
Because Simmons should not be in the team. If it wasn't his uncle or his family member was the coach or his friends wasn't the captain, he should not be.
Yes, it is obvious. Simmons. Oh boy.
And then Pooran should not have come in either, Hetmyer. Like, Simmons should not have came in above Hetmyer. Andre Russell, oh my gosh. Andre Russell is having such a poor time with the bat and the ball. It's not even funny.
I think Russell went for most runs today, I think, yeah, man, I'm almost certain that his couple of overs that he
watching
bowled
these guys-
when mm,
watching these guys
Because
just have to shake your ass to oh
Russell is not fit. He's not supposed to be on the field. He's not fit. I tell you that.
Boy, I wouldn't even say it's fitness because the way the man keeps getting out, I don't see how you blame fitness for those things, Ian, but the display is just terrible.
Pressure boss, right?
The display is just terrible. And honestly, heads need to roll when this World Cup cycle finishes.
Yeah, man, it is a must. It's a must.
In my opinion, the people who I think should go if and when we don't qualify, Pollard needs to step down as captain because his personal
Who's going to take
biases-
over?
I don't care who Lennox. The personal biases is hampering the development of the team. Simmons needs to step down as coach. Simmons has not improved any of the teams since he took over in the second tenure. Not one. The test team is not improving. The
Everything.
one-day team is terrible as always, and the T20 team has declined so badly to where we cannot.
Rapid.
The decline is precipitous. So, and the batting coach needs to go also. Listen,
Yeah,
the only main person I would keep from that coaching staff is the bowling coach. Because the bowlers have consistently performed across formats.
Yeah, the bowler's not doing too badly.
Listen, you can't convince me that he's doing a good job. The batsmen are letting down this team at every junction. And I don't know what he's doing with them, but whatever he's doing is not working. So somebody else could take it from there.
Well, that was Marlon venting, you know? What say you, Mr. Lover? We haven't heard you. What say you?
Where do I start?
Probably can start at that 16 of 35. That's maybe a good place to start.
The double agent.
Yeah.
Boy, I swear, if I have to go to Dubai the next game and purposely injure Lendl Simmons, he don't play, I will do it. I'm so serious, brother. How can you face 35 ball and only got 6 T20 game? And the battle the entire
In the power play. Don't forget to say in the power play, 2 fielders outside. It was horrible.
Let me just say this now. If it wasn't for Lendl Simmons, Evan Lewis could probably score more runs than he did. He out Pooran as well. And then still had audacity to stay there for extra balls to get up to 35 balls. And become the number 3 batsman in all time of West in terms of World Cup cricket with the lowest strike rate, number 3. My God, man.
You see, the good thing about it, you know.
That was we lost the game. His innings cost us.
Yeah.
We could have easily made
you see.
190. We could have easily made 190. But come on.
Yeah, there's no way you can be batting at the top of the order and getting 16 of 35.
But
there's no excuse for that.
You see the thing.
And one more thing.
Yeah, go Mr.
When Pooran came in, I think the person that's supposed to went in was supposed to be Pollard. If not know anybody else, Pollard. That's my view. Pollard should have went in.
I was thinking probably Hetmeyer, knowing that he would be able to rotate the strike and probably pick the boundary if we get bad ball. But you know, it would have been a statement if Pollard went in. It would have been a statement. You know, say, all right, we got a good start. I am the captain. I am coming in to make sure that I steer the ship home. But it wasn't good. When I started watching the game, you know, we already lost Evan Lewis. You understand? And then I think when I turned on the TV, Simmons was just getting out. So I didn't watch it from the start. And I am happy I didn't see it.
Painful to watch. I watched it from ball 1. I started to watch from the first ball and it was painful to watch. How this man would constantly find the fielders. I just miss. It was painful to watch him do it.
I'm happy I didn't see it at all.
Trust me. It was ridiculous. And in my opinion, You see, I didn't say this on the live because it slipped my mind. When I watched Pollard's press conference at the England game, the man was so nonchalant. It's like, oh, we have a bad day at the office.
That's why we're going to just put it behind us. We're going to put it behind us and we'll move on.
He said the right things, the quote-unquote right things, but the body language...
Yeah, but how did he say that? Yeah, that's the thing, you know.
The body language tell you, like, I'm just saying what you guys want me to say.
Like,
she shrugged off the shoulders, like, the confidence and the swagger with which he had on that press conference. It was like, nothing here to see. And that should tell you that these guys had no intention on changing their approach to the game. None. And listen, Kuran, the fear that they're showing in that young man, I don't see it. Let me be honest.
You see,
I see it, Lennox.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know. You have been talking about Kuran for a good while now, and I was saying, well, we're going to give him a chance and see, but it's getting from bad to worse. It's really getting from bad to worse. You understand? And the way in which he gets out, that is the issue. You know, you'll remember the first game where we got out, and then today again, you know, it's unbecoming of a vice captain.
Well, today,
it drains energy. It drains your energy.
Yeah, Lennox. My today. He had to go hard at it from ball one due to Simmons, so I have to excuse him for today.
But Mr. Lover, you can't excuse him because it's a
pattern. Just for today.
The man has averaged 7. Mr. Lover, the man averaged
it's right in his ballpark, man. It's right in his, he's expected to get out in and around those scores.
Yes, the man has averaged 7.
But still, the thing is, he was under pressure to go from ball one.
It does not matter. It's the constant pattern of play that we are seeing from the man that is abysmal. You cannot give him a pass for today.
See, Henry said the players acting like spoiled kids, and you know I can't disagree because you know, leading to the World Cup, that's why we were saying that they need to be careful of how they speak, be careful of how you answer questions, because you might have it in the back of your mind that we have a lot of players that play in some of the top leagues, but if you go out there and it don't come off, you're going to look foolish. You understand? So we're saying they need to be careful. I don't know what's going to happen. Ian, you still there?
Yeah, I was having a little coffee there, boy.
Oh, you're having a coffee?
I was having a little coffee, while you were speaking on some, I was having a little corned beef pies.
You're having corned beef pie and coffee.
Yeah, corned beef pie. You know corned beef pie, right?
Shepherd's pie.
No.
Yeah,
no, sir, I don't know what that is.
The corned beef, you know what corned beef is, right?
Yeah, I know corned beef. I know.
Well, right. You put that in the pie and fry the pie instead of like potato. So it tastes real good. I was enjoying it because I had to enjoy something. I mean, I'm going through so much. You know, like what you call battered woman syndrome? I suffer from BSS, battered supporter syndrome. So,
why you could take up? You sure you're not in the field of comedy?
Boy, I don't care. Yeah, when I sell insurance, I make my prospects laugh and then they just give my check. You know?
See, Joseph has the solution here. Joseph is saying drop Simmons and let Gale open, but at this point they probably need to do that. I was saying that, you know, it's going to be a bit difficult to ask Gale to open, seeing that he has been batting at number 3 for a while, but they actually dropped him to number 4 today without any thoughts. So without any thoughts, I don't know.
Yeah, why I say that? I thought I was back in Gale, but I realized they're hiding him now. They're afraid, they don't know where to put him. Just not Gale might bat after the bowlers. Because they don't know what to do with him. How far down you go again? You understand?
They don't know what to do with him.
They don't know what to do with him. So this guy come again. It seems as though there's a charity something for his farewell. So we go take a hit. Take a hit for the boys. You know?
Right now, the only thing that is left to do with Gale is to ask him to bowl 4 overs and say, well, he's in the team as a bowler. That is the only thing that is left. That is
they're hiding him all over, poor fellow, but he touched Scotty a match before, so
Yeah, so we couldn't drop the top score right now.
I think every top score. You know?
No,
But
I have
you
one
see, this
question
is
though.
yeah, Mr. Lover.
Let's look ahead. Let's leave this World Cup where it is right now.
But
What about next year World Cup? What are we going to do next
But,
year World Cup?
What's that, fifth over?
But
Yeah.
that will be worse than this.
did you
That
guys
will be worse than
realize?
this.
That could be more torturing. It's a longer game, eh?
Oh, hold on. I think we're just letting somebody else. Who is the next person on?
Abu Hassan.
Go again.
Did you guys Abu Hassan?
Oh,
did you
Abu
guys
Hassan, where
realize?
joining us from?
I'm in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, Saudi
Hey.
Arabia.
Welcome.
Nice to have you on the live, man.
So did you guys realize that today they reading something on Cricket Info? So they got this thing named Smart Stats. Them one said that Lendl Simmons, according to Smart Stats, he scored minus 36 runs.
Oh, you are the one that posted this earlier today.
Yeah.
You are the one that posted this earlier today.
How did they do that calculation?
I posted it.
What is the rationale?
How does that work though?
He scored 0. He scored minus 36. That thing just had me cracking.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
But on the real, it's a
Guys,
point.
Lendl Simmons is a double agent, and that is my nickname for him now. He's a double agent because he did more for South Africa to win that game than South Africa did themselves.
But sports to the ball, I mean, we find out test opener to go with that boy in shoot today, you know. We find
man,
somebody to draft it.
Yeah, he was auditioning for that.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to go back to it, but Mr. Lover just asked a question. I don't just want to jump over it. What are we going to be doing next year? Next year is probably going to be even worse because if we cannot bat out 20 overs, I don't know how we're going to survive 50 overs. I know that we have a couple of players to come in, the likes of Shea Hope, who average 50. I think he's averaging 50.
Yes, he does.
51, 52.
Yeah, maybe 51, 52, somewhere there
Yes.
about in ODI cricket. So we're expecting him to get some runs. Hopefully, we'll get some centuries, not just get some half centuries. You understand? We're expecting him to get some runs.
Yeah,
Jason Wola will be in that.
Darren Bravo.
Also, won't come to Lara. Jason Hola will be in that team, right? And he will be expected to do some damage also. But where the batting is concerned, I'm not sure how much difference we're going to have because who will have opening in ODI?
Evan Lewis,
Evan Lewis, and they're going to who they're going?
Hope and Lewis.
Yeah, they're going to use Evan Lewis and Hope. It depends on how they set it. I don't know if they're going to ask. I don't know if what's his name? Darren Bravo will play bat at 3. And probably hit my at 4, Pooran at 5. So it's basically the same players. So if the mindset doesn't change, we're going to have more or less the same thing. You understand? More or less the same thing.
Yeah. Well, maybe there are things we don't know, and maybe sometimes there are things playing out that we don't know why they have to lose. I don't know. They have all kind of conspiracy theory. You understand? Must be the Digicel substation thing. It must have something going on. You got them fellas looking happy too. They looking sad. I think I'm on CC Simmons and the next one laughing on the place. You don't know. I'm not accusing nobody or nothing, but they can have things that we don't know. Eh?
Yeah, these guys are weird. Even after the defeat.
They don't have the fight. They don't have the fight. Like they don't have pride that you really, really look for. When these guys
Exactly.
I remember somebody criticizing them for this. That I think it was where else it that after the New Zealand series, they went and they galavant and they had a big tour at little party of New Zealanders. And you're like, but you guys just embarrassed. Like what is going on? And when you watch West Indies, like when they're losing, you don't feel like the pride is there.
I want to tell you. Was it this morning? I think it was this morning after we lost. I saw Andre Russell and Coach Simmons just laughing and talking and laughing, and I was like, but
The
they
best
just
of
lost
time.
a game.
Yeah,
They just lost the game. And it's not, the second game in a row and they were laughing. And I was like, oh
And the
man,
World
this
Cup
doesn't
is
feel
like
good,
Do not move that
Yeah.
comment, Lennox. Do not move that comment. Leave that comment.
Basically over, yes. Yeah. Hold on.
Wait. Guys on the panel, look at that comment right there from Contact 20.
He's saying John Campbell scored 170 versus Ireland and disappeared from ODI. I don't know if it's so much disappearing. You understand? But
they never give him a chance.
No. They
yeah,
never
they
give him a chance.
moved him. I think they moved him. They moved him over to Test, right?
Yeah.
After
Yeah,
scoring
they
that one,
moved him over to Test.
it was him and Shehu in that partnership.
Yeah.
They didn't carry him to the World Cup, and we've never seen him in ODI colors since.
For some reason, they thought that John Campbell would have been a top class Test opener.
Listen here now. I watched a live on YouTube with John Campbell and all my friends, a colleague that I play cricket with up here in the States. And this is what John Campbell said. Honestly, I prefer ODI 50 over format, the white ball one. He said, I love it. It's just me. I'm in my game. I want to get back at it, but I'm not getting the opportunity, not getting the chances to.
Hold on, just a quick check. You guys are still able to see me, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
my screen went blank. Somebody just rang the phone and the screen went blank. But once you guys seeing me, no problem. You see, John Campbell has always been an attacking batsman. I remember him from his Taki days. I think he used to go to Taki High School. And I have said this on the live on a couple of occasions. He has always been like that. An attacking, aggressive batsman that has a lot of shots. And coming up through the ranks here in Jamaica, playing youth cricket, playing for Jamaica, then into West Indies. His problem has always been, standing and fetching at that ball wide outside the half stump, which is, you are going to get out playing Test cricket that way. But in ODI cricket, you might be a little bit more successful with that sort of approach. So I am thinking, as Contact 20 said, they're probably, they should have given him another go at it. But I guess when they have the lights of, Evan Lewis is there and they have the lights of Lendl Simmons, you're not going to really get any other chance. So
yeah, but Campbell, I see Campbell fail plenty too. I find like our cricketers go in cycles. 1 minute they're performing, and next minute they have to get dropped, and then they come back and perform, and then they get picked and they don't perform, and you're not seeing a level of consistency where a man will last a while performing. Like a long time, you have a Lara, you go a Chandapol, them fellas go get consistency. That kind of thing.
I haven't really seen any good batting. I haven't seen any good batting since Shivnarine Chandapal and Sarwan retired, Probably Shea Hope, especially when he got that twin century. I think it was maybe in 2017.
Hope and Blackwood was looking good.
When you're talking about consistent, when you know that this guy would come down and it will take it, he's not going to give his wicket away. You're going to have to work to get him out.
I would put Gayle in that also.
Yeah, I'm probably Gayle. Probably Gayle in the
better cricketer than Sarwan.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, but Gayle is still playing, so these guys.
I don't think Gayle is still playing anymore.
Well, Marlon Samuels wasn't too bad either.
It's a shadow, inhabiting Gayle, but
yeah, it's a different Chris Gayle. But we have to understand, you see, in sports, some people will not know when I say this, but there's a thing called the principle of diminishing return. You see, when I reach not to disrespect anybody, but when I reach a certain level or a certain height, there is no higher to go. If you understand what I mean, the body will not allow you to go any higher. So you call it the principle of diminishing return. If you continue and try, you're going to fall and fall and fall.
Yeah. Girls, as we eventually tell you, you realize the reality as you get older in life.
Exactly. So
when you're playing Saga Boy and playing around in young girl, it's diminishing returns right through.
Yeah. And the eye and coordination isn't the best. Let me use a boxing thing. You guys probably would be familiar with George Foreman. George Foreman was basically unbeatable, separate and apart from when Ali whipped him. But he boxed up until about maybe 39, 40 or up in there. and he was getting hit all over the place. You know, so that is how it goes. That is how it goes when it comes
But
on
he
to
come back as an old man and beat some of them young fellas too, As an old man.
he came back as an old man,
He's a
but you're
special-
not going to be as consistent.
Yeah, he's a special beast, That
Yeah,
man
you're not going to be
come
as
back an old
consistent.
man and put some licks on people.
But we need to find something. I don't know
But
what's
them
going
fellas will reach that spots. Them fellas, young fellas, how they going in so much cycles. I mean, if Purana, to me, Purana and Hetmyer look like they're ready to retire.
Hey,
Them supposed to
Might
be
get-
beating ball like man and having frightened. They got Vivian Richards to that wicket. They're supposed to have
This
people
is-
trembling like Vivian Richards, just have people trembling.
listen to me.
This right now is the prime of their career. 24, 25. Any professional,
Yeah,
any sport you're in, that is the prime of the career. Maybe only swimming. You know, when you are in swimming and springboard diving, when you are in your teens and gymnastic, you're talking about 16, 17, 18, 19, that's a prime. But any other professional sport, 24, 25, you're expected to really go out and show what dominant you are, you know?
Explode.
But
It's not your time.
Listen to this, right? When it comes to Shimron Hetmyer and Nicholas Pooran, I believe Francis Sen get married and then start put on the weight. That was it.
Well, that could
No,
kill
but-
it.
That was it.
no,
Trust me. From
You
that,
see?
they never have good innings.
no, but the problem is, you know, it all boils down to professionalism again.
He's married.
You know, majority of the cricketers, I'm certain that Hetmyer is married. I'm not sure about Pooran.
Pooran got married recently.
Maybe Pooran, because he seems to be a church guy, you know. So
They both married.
He did get married recently, more
He got
recent
married.
than Hetty. Yes.
than Hetty. But majority of the top sporting superstars are around the world. They are married. They are married people. And we know that usually when you get married, you become more comfortable and and this and that. But you cannot. You're a professional sportsman. So you getting married should not affect your physique. You understand? Because you're supposed to keep yourself in a good shape. You know, all of the top guys that you can think of, some of these Asian guys, they are all married people.
Yeah, well, boy,
Because
all
they
I'm-
take religion serious.
it's all that matter when you're married, what kind of demands you need. If the partner, for instance, understand you're professional and you can spend the amount of time they want you spend home because you have to practice something. But that reality, people marry the glory and the joy. They marry the glory and all that, but not the sacrifice. When they see the sacrifice, they realize, wait, no. But this man,
once you are tied to a contract and it is your work, doesn't matter if you are married or not, it is your work.
Yeah.
You understand? It is your work. So
Yeah, great.
I
But
remember the same
remember
married
what was
couple.
in Ghana even before you go? Remember what was working in Ghana? Do everything else. Who it is tell the man go and pick the apple from the tree? And someone saying, then let's get misled easy, man.
But
see
personally,
somebody. Continue.
Well, in response to this comment on the screen, I personally, because from here, Pooran is heading to Australia, because I think somebody picked him up in the Big Bash.
Big Bash, and then I think the Abu Dhabi League is coming up too.
Big Bash.
And I think he's there also. But he probably needs to take a step back from the cricket and reevaluate himself and reinvent himself. Because
It's true.
But Marlon. But listen, no, Marlon. The problem is that we are looking at it as passionate West Indies cricketer fans. What we need to ask ourselves is if these guys, are really looking at it like that. They are being asked to come there and play and collect. I don't knock a man for hustling and doing his thing, because in sport, sometimes you might have a 15, 16 year run, but the average sportsman might get 10, 11 years if you are good. You understand? So some of these guys, they're not looking at it from the perspective of representing.
But performing in something like a World Cup, just raise your stock. Just raise your stock.
Yeah.
So you should. Yeah.
Yeah, it does, but people are still calling for them even though they are not performing. So
Okay.
No, but
you
what
know,
I'm saying is,
but
I think his luck is about to run out because the failures are so frequent. Because personally, I don't think Kings 11 will bring him back. They won't
no,
retain him.
Punjab
will not
won't retain him.
It remains to be seen if somebody will pick him up. The failures are so frequent now.
Well, Trevor asked a question here. This question here.
People have, probably nobody will want to. Nobody's going to be after him if he continues. Like these offers, the IPL offers, the Big Bash offers, if he continues the field, they will stop him.
Yeah, people.
Remove that
people
question.
want-
Answer that question for me.
Yeah, man. We're going to get to it. We just wanted Marlon to finish up.
Sorry, Marlon.
Yeah, I'm not able to see you guys, so we just working just the same. Yeah, so Marlon, I agree with you doing Marlon. He needs to stop and check himself, and it's the right time now. Coming out of the World Cup, if you have a poor run in the World Cup, then maybe stop and check it. I remember I think it was Jimmy Adams saying that it's a possibility that regional cricket will start in the latter part of January to February. Yeah, DeAndre, big up.
Yeah,
in the
man,
latter part of January. What? In the latter part of January, February. So he needs to play some 4-day cricket. All right. So the question here: do you think West Indies will win one match in this year T20 World Cup? So far, they have played 4 matches and lost, included the warm-up. So we lost all 2 games we lost the 2 warm-up games, and we lost to England and South Africa. So we have Sri Lanka. And
Bangladesh and Australia.
Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Australia. It's going to be tough. Australia isn't very strong, but a couple of guys are known to find form against West Indies. I am hoping that they will win one. I am hoping that they will win
Our next
one.
match.
But
Who's our next match? Bangladesh.
Yeah, Bangladesh.
yeah, to be honest, guys, I can't see us really dominating Bangladesh. My son away, but Bangladesh bowling lineup is good.
Good sign.
You
That's a
understand?
good sign. That's a good sign.
Yeah, we probably would have to bat first and pile up a whole lot of runs. But I don't know how it's going to work because the bowling is good. I am hoping that they will win one, but I don't see where it's going to come from. I was thinking that South Africa would have been the game, even though they have some quality bowlers. Not saying that Bangladesh is stronger, but we are not the best when it comes on to spin. So I was thinking that we would have gotten past South Africa. I don't know what the other guys think about it.
Here's what I will say now. When it comes to playing Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, just take the risk, bring in Darren Bravo into the 15, drop out somebody, and have
Bravo cannot come in.
No, man, Chase has to come in, man, brother.
Russell injured. He can come in.
I know Chase will have to come in, but listen to what I'm saying. Take a chance, say somebody's injured in the 15.
No, but they will have to sanction it.
Yes, you have to be approved.
It has to be an injury. Yeah, that's true. It has to be an injury, I think.
No, and it must be approved by ICC.
And then they have to go to the board. They have to, they have to they have to say, okay, yeah. But continue, Mr. Lover, I could hear your line of reason.
Because I'm thinking since Chase and Bravo are the only 2 people there that is level head against spin that can do good, we will have a good chance to pursue. But it is what it is, man.
But we would want the earlier days Bravo when he was very good against spin.
Yeah,
spin our pace from the other day, we're not really getting anything from him.
Yeah. How many centuries Bravo have? About 9?
In test or T20 or ODI?
In test.
In test? I don't know if we reach 9.
Yeah, about a lot of.
Pull it up.
Yeah, about 10.
Bravo has
about 10.
Record at one point.
Remember, Bravo was making a lot of century at one point. Centuries.
Yeah, man, he was doing well at one point. I think maybe it's Dave Cameron mash him up, mash up him.
About 10.
Him and Dave Cameron.
They were
Yeah, hold on, let me see. So based on what I'm seeing here, well, no, it's not showing it there. Let me. Yeah, but we can continue. If I find it, I'll pull it up.
But even in reference to this comment on the screen that these guys will be great, meaning Puran and Eti. The problem with that is that we've seen the way these guys are going right now. We've seen other West Indian batsmen go in similar manner. Dwayne Smith was another one. Dwayne Smith jumped out. If you would think Dwayne Smith would be our world.
I think Dwayne Smith got a century. And debut. You know?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
And then Dwayne Smith did that way to become an
a wave. Same thing we talk about. Whoosh. And they gone. Whoosh and they gone.
So these guys, we've seen putting these players of yesteryear do the same thing that they are doing now. That's why people are worried. I'm not going to say they will be great because the data is there. You have Dwayne Smith.
Plus,
Kieran Powell showed some form also, and they are without into nothingness.
These guys right here, now, they didn't start playing cricket at 20. They didn't get into the West Indies team at 23, 24. Now these guys got in the team around about 19, you know. I think, Puran and Hetmyer. These guys, they have been around for a while now. So I am not saying that they're not going to end up score some runs, but you know the talent that we see in these guys, we are looking for them to go on, man. You know, become the next Babar Azam, become the Kane Williamson. You understand? These are the type of quality batsmen we want. We don't want people coming and giving you a 50 every 50 months. You can't work with that.
So what side? What I'm saying is you had Blackwood, Hope, this next fella, but all of them started just I like a next wave, it went up, I come back down. Then mash up
and Bana isn't young, you know. Nkrumah is about 33, 34, you know.
32,
that is the thing.
32.
So where you was all the time?
He has been around. We even gave him the chance in ODI cricket a couple of times, but he just got the chance. Yeah, he just got the chance in Test. He has been working for a while. Played a lot of cricket for Michael University. Played for Jamaica and thing. You know, he has been on the circuit, but I guess it was just his time. You know, and I don't know if I'm going to see any of these guys becoming the Mike Hussey of the world. Mike Hussey started playing at what, 27? He started at 27 and then, you know, he was very, very good. Finished off with a good record. These guys are playing good. So are we supposed to wait until they're 27, 28 to start peaking? So that is what I'm wondering.
So why it is we just have all these people hitting peaks and then they don't gonna trough forever after?
I think it is because you see, our rest periods are too much. When our season finish, you know, when we finish a tour, I say for example, with my tour Australia, whichever team we tour, when we finish that, you know, sometimes we are seated for months just doing a little thing in the club, doing a little thing. The other teams are evolving because they are constantly involved in top class county cricket, top class leagues. You understand? So you find these guys are well developed when they get into the Australia,
so we are
England team.
We are part-time cricketers.
Yeah, you can almost call it that. You understand? So while we are here resting, their players are it's just that they are not at the international level, but they are getting quality club cricket or quality competition that is close to the international level. So their game will continue to evolve. I don't know if that is making sense, but that's why I see it.
Because when West Indies cricket fell, it's after England banned us and minimize how many of us could go England and play the English league. Yeah? Remember, Gordon Greenwich, all of them used to play in England in off season and thing, and sharpen the skills. Even Lara, Warwickshire, I think it's Warwickshire used to play for. So we have, as you say, they limit us in a way. That is how they kind of lick us up, and they break up the West Indies, you know.
But Ian, you know, I would disagree with you on that, and tell you why I disagree with you. I don't remember which one of the past players said this, because I really like to call his name. But he was making a point that county cricket didn't make West Indies good because England wasn't good. English players weren't good when they used to go there. So it didn't make them make these guys into world beaters because the competition in county wasn't that good because West Indies.
I'm not sure. Was it Jeffrey Dujan? Was it Dujan who said that?
I don't remember which another part of it, but it's one of the legendary players said it.
I remember hearing something like that. You know.
That listen, county cricket didn't make West Indies great because
Mm.
England just wasn't
No,
that.
I didn't say
No, but
make
the
us good.
conditions.
Give
You
us
see,
keep us sharpening our skills. That's what I meant.
yeah.
Not necessarily.
Let me tell you, guys. I continue to watch West Indies cricket, but from around about 2000 and when Shandopal played his last game, maybe 2013 thereabout.
Yeah, wrong
I
there.
don't remember, but from that point I realized that West Indies selectors and coaches, they are not serious about cricket. Shandopal was the best middle order batsman we had, and they just stopped using him. Shandopal left and went and played county cricket against some of the best bowlers over there and scored about 3 centuries after we let him go. So from that point I noticed that these guys aren't serious. Here, we love it.
You see, the thing is, we don't know when to reward loyalty.
Exactly. All
We
right.
don't know to reward loyalty because the
All right.
disrespect they showed to Shandapal should have gotten the chance to break Lara's record
Yeah.
because he would have.
But it start off with good. It start off with Desmond Haynes. When they kick off Desmond Haynes and he take them to court and actually
All
win.
right.
No,
These guys not serious, man.
compare the disrespect to what they showed to Shandapal to the blind loyalty that is now being shown to Christian.
Being shown to some of these players.
Blind
Exactly.
loyalty. Because
Exactly.
You cannot say it anywhere else, and people are gonna say, "Oh, we are against Gill." We are seeing it and calling it as it is. It is blind loyalty.
People will say that, Marlon, but they are not looking at the stats. They are emotional. You and I are the two Jamaicans on the panel here, and we can clearly say that it is just outright madness.
It's
You
ridiculous.
understand? It is outright madness, and I don't know how better to put it. You see, growing up, once you grow up, once you grow up in the 2000s, you are automatically going to be a fan of Gale. Growing up, right? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're automatically going to be a fan of him. So it's not like I have anything against him, and I love the man as a cricketer. But you have to look at it, man. As I always say, it's not all about money, but these guys were paid to do a job. They do it for a couple of years. If they are no longer able to do it, you can't keep on hanging on them. I tell you, whatever work you guys do, I guarantee if you are not able to do your work properly tomorrow or the following day,
Everybody
somebody will replace you. You understand? So there's no way you can say, oh, he did this, he have this amount of record. So what are we going to do? Bring back everybody that have some have good record? That's not how it goes, you know. You have to perform.
But with Gale was kind of ticklish because Gale playing franchise cricket and they not realize that he might be reaching the end of the road. But before this last IPL, Gale was a starter. He played at the IPL for his club. So what I mean is then he was with the top teams in the IPL just the other day. It's only this year he stepped back and he realized.
Ian, we've seen the decline for a while.
Gale has been failing for a while, man.
And for a year. This is not something that recently jumped out and everybody is surprised. You know? That is why the decision to select him was contentious from the get-go.
All right. Is a reason why people have been an issue with it, you know, media personnel, people all over. They are not just talking about it because they want to fuss, you know, it's a reason. Numbers are there.
Like I wouldn't even claim that Simmons because Simmons deserves every fuss he gets.
As I see this comment, I have to laugh. All of them Marlon, they say they must have told Simmons to play an anchor role, but Simmons can rotate strike. It is funny because the man that is able to do it, they have him there and they're not putting him in the team. You understand?
Okay.
Yet still they're going to use this man.
Hold that point now.
Yeah.
On international media, hear the great Sir Ian Bishop. Here comes the man bringing the helmet that should have been on the ankle.
Yes. Listen. And Bishop
I didn't hear it. What did he say?
Chase came out with the helmet gift. I think I don't remember who. It was like, here comes the man who should have been in the game or who will play in the next game.
Oh, I'm here to take me laugh, no.
Boy, I tell you. Boy, these guys are so funny.
Listen, Simmons found the fielder so many times today. It's either he found the fielder or he missed. I don't know which. And listen, I didn't watch the press conference, but somebody said that Pollard made a comparison between him and
Yeah, I heard it.
Listen, Hendrick's strike rate wasn't good enough. But he
No,
was
not
as
Hendricks.
much
I think he was Van der Dusen.
Van der Dusen.
Yeah, saying he was asked to play the same sort of role.
Listen, that sounds so ridiculous because the man's strike rate caught back up. Like every now and then he got the odd 6, the odd 4.
Exactly. Plus you had plus the other guys were rotating the strike.
Exactly. Like, listen,
This guy is crazy, man.
I was a little bit disappointed in Evan Lewis in its when you look at it in the context because Lewis blocked 6 balls from Makram. Makram had a made over.
Yeah.
That cannot happen. Yes, I think Makram had a made over. They blocked 6
When
balls.
I started to watch, he was already out. You know?
I think he's up Lewis there because Lewis know if he get out there, we might make 40 this time. So, Lewis had to
I
make
really wanted him to push on. We needed him to push on. He was really good, but we really need him to push on.
Yeah, he's the only one we can depend on these days.
Yes.
If Lewis bat up to over number 12, 13, and we don't lose a lot of wickets around him, we will win games.
What was
He's the
refreshing?
only man we can actually depend on.
What was refreshing to see how they beat up Shami, whoever his name is. They put some good licks on him, Lewis.
Who Shamsi?
Yeah, they put some good licks on him.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Shamsi went.
You realize he could get
They
his
beat him out there, the attacker though. They changed him out
Yes.
He went.
Listen, after the turnover, they couldn't bring him back because they saved him so far to tie the batsman down. Pull out the like into him.
I enjoyed that the most.
Yeah, he had let me see. He had 3 overs for 37 runs.
Yeah.
1 win for 18.
Usually we don't have that.
That is why I thought we were going to win, because that was our main thing. We wanted to take the big. So when I see the side up of blows on them, I said they're dead.
I had the same reaction.
I leave when Simmons out and say, well, look, that's Simmons. I leave out and I say, well, I'm good to go. I could relax. I went and drop off the white thing. When I come back, I said, now, what is going on here? I could believe what I didn't see all the madness,
Yeah, Lawrence, I remember you saying that.
My run out was terrible.
I can believe it. I looking for a score about 180. Well, this is 170. Because even though Simmons took long, we had a good position after, let's say, 10 overs, about 70 something, without loss. So we could have built on that and hit another 150, 60.
What do you guys think about the catch though? That got rid of Pollard. A lot of persons are on the fence.
Nah, well, that was not a catch.
That bounce.
It bounced?
That
In
really
my opinion,
bounced,
it bounced because you saw when the grass bounced up. I think hands could have ripped up so much grass in the frame. I thought that bounce.
Yeah, and I think that's why Pollard was laughing sarcastically, but what I saw, I thought the ball went in the hands and the impact of the finger went down to the ground, but it seemed as if the fingers were around the ball. It was really, I think it was Lorenzo and Ian and myself that were on, and we're trying to debate it. It looked inconclusive. Yeah, it looked inconclusive, but the soft signal was out.
Right, and
so
that's sort of how could the soft signal be how could the soft signal be out when
your back is turned?
The soft signal should be not out, but let me look at it. How he saw all that one on the ground, one umpire on the ground trying to save his life because the ball only bust way ahead. The next one ain't saying nothing because the umpire blocked it.
Listen,
he gave soft signal as out.
Only the square leg umpire could have made that call. The standard umpire could make that call. It had to be
signal to him.
Yes, it had to be advice from the
yeah, they actually came together, and similarly to the Hetmeyer's catch. You notice they came together, and but I mean the angle was better. The angle was better. But usually when you have a catch like that you're not sure of, they usually come together and.
Not all, but I think the soft decisions. I mean, not all.
Yeah.
Then you look at it. How you? I don't know how they come to that. So it's just sometimes, boy. I tell you, luck and fall, and it's just that's how the thing. It is what it is. You understand?
But this is the problem, though.
Final destiny.
But Ian, look at the
Mm.
problem.
Yes, sir.
Ian and Lennox and everybody on the line. You notice
Mhm.
that they had that man there and Pollard hit the ball the same place about 3 times.
The man, I was on the live saying it. The man is right behind the bowler.
Listen,
So-
at
so
one
that's-
point, Nakia could not see the ball how directly behind the wicketkeeper he was. And the man kept hitting the ball the same place until
Mm.
they caught him.
I guess he was showing that he is more powerful, and he can beat them.
I think they're working out. A lot of people doing a lot of homework on us too. And that's what
Yeah.
happening. So a lot of our big players who you feel is big players, the same a chain of game is as strong as the weakest link.
I guess that's why Hussein is being fruitful.
Right. So the plan is here what's going on. Pollard coming in, we know his strength, we know his weakness. We're going to give him 99% of the balls and his weakness. You understand? I don't think
Look at the comment on the screen. Look at the comment. Look at the comment.
I don't want the comment.
I wouldn't put it past them. I would not put it past
No
them.
boy.
Why these
Yeah,
people are something else.
I'm not taking over from me, boy.
The only thing I would like to see is that I would love if cricketers who aspire and who have the talent to play for West Indies is watching these games and having a solitary moment that the foolishness that these guys are doing need to stop. I hope the guys
Yeah. And step up.
yes, as a teachable moment. Watch these guys as a teachable moment.
But Puma did some in what? In
Inventive captaincy. to
Oh,
dismiss.
you mean the strategy? Yeah, okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
good strategy,
yeah.
but like I was saying, these young cricketers, I hope they take these things at real note and do better across all formats.
Yeah,
Because imagine it's
exactly.
poor across all formats.
That's South Africa captain heading big for joke, you know. He bright too bad. he heading big, his brain he having that head to watch him good. Yeah?
Bavuma.
What? Yeah, real cortex.
You see, as you talk about our players doing well, this 2 years, basically of non-cricket in the region is really knocking us, because we had a couple of guys coming through that weren't doing too bad, Shandapur Hemorrhage wasn't doing too bad. Right now he's over there playing in Georgia, I think, in Atlanta. And not to talk down to the league, but that is not the sort of competition we want these guys. I think he's not that young. I think he might be 20, I don't know, 27, 28.
He's not that young.
Yeah, but
he's set up for a while.
Yeah, but that is not the type of cricket. Yeah, that is not the type of cricket we want him playing. We see guys over there like I did a video the other day and I spoke about some of them. We know Shivnarayan Shandapal is there. A couple of guys that stopped playing cricket for a while now. They are, but I mean it's keeping him active.
So what going on with Shandapal's son?
He's there, Shandapal and his son.
So what?
He's there also.
I
remember that guy scoring a lot of a couple of double centuries when he was around about 18, 19, but not really hearing. I don't know if this is to really start to keep him active and get him up and running for when the regional cricket starts, but I haven't really heard anything about him.
Nothing much.
Yeah.
I know he played with his father and him just play some knocks together, but I thought that was our next upcoming star. This one,
he was making a lot of runs.
Okay, I'm glad
Gail going at
you mentioned
45.
this, Ian.
This is Gail going until 45.
I think that is his shirt number, so and in the ODI team, I think he wears 45, so I guess he wants to get that. We have a lot of files from the other day, 55, man want to go to 45, all sort of things. Yeah, Mr. Lover.
Ian, I'm glad you said that thing about Tajna and Shandapur playing good, right? I called out for some batsmen in the Caribbean. I see one of them in the best versus best, Jeremy Solano from Trinidad, I think.
Yes.
I haven't heard anything about that guy in a while.
What's his name?
Jeremy Solano.
Right.
I think it's Salanders or something like that.
Right. I was watching those games. That's some nice talent, aren't they?
I'm happy that young man get in. I'm just waiting to see if the others get in.
So,
I'll be careful with this spoil them.
whatever batsman is he? What position? What style?
I think he's
I don't know him at all.
I think he was a middle order.
I remember hearing that name, I remember hearing that name. But I don't know if it was a tour that we're going on, maybe a couple seasons ago, but I remember hearing that name. He played youth cricket, not true?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the name. When I was doing the video the other day and talking about them, the name looked familiar. But these guys, they need to step up. We had another one.
Sorry,
we have another one in Brandon King. He has fallen off rapidly.
Again,
understand?
It's excellent 2019.
And next
he was on
wave.
top on 2019, and no boy.
Yeah.
Our next wave looking good. And then so disappeared the Centugate. Nothing from Brandon King.
But you see this comment on the screen. This is a really poignant comment, because the person is saying, "How can young critters care?"
Yeah.
When you got guys like Chase who can make the level. Listen, you are discouraging people.
And the numbers are there. Exactly.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, and that is why I think the captain should step aside, and I think these selectors probably, a lot of people need to step aside.
It could happen, but you have to wait for the World Cup to done, because what if them fellas come and win 3 matches now and
yeah, man,
you have to wait for them to fail. You have to wait for them to fail completely.
Yeah, man, it's their campaign, so we're talking after the World Cup. It's their party, make them continue them party.
But I was asking a question, is it that they overconfident because they were singing video and all kind of nonsense?
Yeah, I saw. I didn't even know that Pollard was a dancer. I saw Pollard dance and I said they're going to get licks. They're going to get licks.
The choreography was so good.
He was good. He was extremely good. I think they spend most of the time in the hairstyle and the dancing and all of that.
That is the
hairstyle and the dancing.
You start a dance as though you done win the thing already.
But you don't notice they can't even get a chance to sing the song.
Licks.
Yeah.
And like they call our licks on themselves.
All the language, where the language come from? I am certain that is that Trini man singing the song still?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know Trini like to sing like Jamaican.
Yeah.
We're not Jamaican take we backbeat and call it reggae and all kind of thing. You know the Trinidadian bed reggae, but we will get into that.
Yeah, it's all over.
The young man I was talking about, Jeremy Solazano. He's a left-handed opening batsman.
Right. Yeah, I heard that name.
Opening batsman.
Yeah.
We definitely need one of them.
Well, we hope he's actually an opener. We actually had who was the captain of the last under-19 team? Jaden Seals. Jaden Seals.
Melios.
Where's that youth? Where is he?
Test now. They will kill you. He had a bit test cricket.
Yeah, I just remember that guy did. Yeah.
He played a little thing for Night Riders, Trinbago Night Riders. And he gets some wood too, yeah? Because test cricket and he gets some wood.
Listen,
test cricket and that cricket is two different things.
He's not starring in the Super 50.
He isn't doing anything. Yeah.
He's not doing much. He's not doing much.
A question, guys. I think Mr. Lover spoke about just the Silver opening for Trinidad, and he played in the CPL as well, and he opened, and he's a keeper. How about him for T20s? What do you guys think?
No, sir.
You see, this is something that we have looked at. That we have looked at. We have looked at this before now. It didn't do too badly in the CPL not the last CPL, the previous one. But I don't see it happening. I don't see that happening at all.
That's what you the strike rate.
Exactly.
Maybe not in T20s. Maybe not in T20s.
Yeah.
He got
number 7 on the test match.
Listen here, before Josh can get a chance on the T20 side. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Before
Yeah.
Joshua De Silva can get a chance in the T20, Shea Hope will have to get a chance and fail.
Yes.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Which is highly unlikely.
Yeah. Joshua
Yeah,
opened
yeah.
for St. Kitts and Nevis. I think it's St. Kitts and Nevis, no? And they win the thing. Yeah, he opened for them a few times in St. Kitts and Nevis 2020.
No, no man. When they won, thing they opened,
Thomas.
Devon Thomas and
I don't remember who the next
He
one.
opened a few matches. I'm not telling you, because I was.
yeah, he came in for a
surprised.
couple. He came in a couple
Yeah.
of games, man. Remember, even I think the CPL before when he was playing for Trinidad, he didn't open a couple of games.
Yeah.
Listen,
So, that's the one, yeah, man. I think you opened, yeah.
we need
Yeah,
Joshua
man.
to kneel down batting at the test level.
Yeah, we want Joshua Da Silva to bat. You see
There's
how,
one of those guys who have been performing poorly also. So I would
we need him to bat at number 7 in the test at the test level and give us some good 70, 80s and 100 every now and
that
again.
is what we're looking for. We don't
Or
want
even,
to
I mean, but when you have a specialist wicket keeper, sometimes only one fellow was at 20 something. Derek Murray must be making about 250. Derek Murray never was no big batsman, you know, but he was an extremely good wicket keeper. He came in at
but
number
yeah,
7,
the game
number
changed
8.
though, yeah. The game changed.
Yeah.
It really is the game that changed
Gilchrist and them guy and De Villiers them can change up cricket, man.
And Sangakkar.
And Sangakkar, them guys change
Yeah,
up
but we
cricket.
was beaten side with wicket keeper not making man. You
Yeah,
had,
but at that time we were
yeah,
extremely strong.
fellas was making runs and still be getting there.
Yeah, but our top half was extremely strong.
That's
You know,
right.
And
Yeah,
the bowling
Our bowling and batting was powerful. So we
was
could have
strong.
a-
Yeah, so
exactly.
so
wicket
so that is
keeping
the thing.
Is a specialist position. If you have a
Mm.
real good spinner, you drop one man, that could be 100 runs you're causing.
But Ian,
Mm.
the game has changed though. Nobody wants a wicketkeeper averaging 25 now. You
Yeah,
cannot
the wicketkeeper needs some bat.
as a wicketkeeper average. Look at Richard Pant. When you look at Richard Pant and Ridman Saha, Saha is a better pure wicketkeeper than Pant. Any day.
Mm. But Pant will score
any
runs.
condition. But Pant might lead 20 runs and give you a century. Which one do you want to take?
I think what you're saying basically is that yes, the game changed, but listen, if we had 4 or 5 strong batsmen in the front and some real deadly bowlers at the back, you could afford for a wicket keeper not to make no big set of runs, you know, because
Yes,
you have the batting and the bowling.
Yeah, you
If,
could.
that's
Yeah,
the word,
we get that, but the problem now is that we don't have that, and we see a youngster who looks like, you know, he knows a little bit about batting. The technique is good, and we
Right.
think if he apply himself, he might be able to score some runs. So maybe that's why we are pressuring the
Mr.
guy to
Lover
try,
friend,
you know?
Mr. Lover countryman, Demari, is a wicketkeeper batsman.
But that kind
Yeah.
of pressure, look up that fella, you know.
That same
And-
young fella who's in England, he is a
Oh, the guy that we're talking about.
Demari.
Boy, that guy's a batsman, wicket keeper.
So listen,
Yeah.
I don't know what will become of him because guys like him tend to go on to play for England if they
Yeah,
shine.
man. I don't know if we're going to see that guy. I don't know.
And I don't know if Cricket West Indies is trying to rope that young man in because we don't hear
But
nothing.
still, they are not paying attention to the youngsters. They are just worried about the old men.
What about Waldron, boy? You tragic Waldron or something like that.
Tradick Walton.
Yeah, what going on?
Tradick Walton has always been a T20 cricketer, hit or miss.
Right.
He has always been that sort of player.
What is his age?
Oh,
He's
he's probably 30 now, man. He's
okay.
maybe in his 30s now, man.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I don't know if any of you guys know thing there personally. What's the next week? Dorwich. Shane Dorwich. I don't know if there's an attitude. I don't know what is the issue with
Really, Cubby man.
I don't know. Remember, in New Zealand, he had a finger injury, but it wasn't that bad. That's when Da Silva came in and they said that he had to leave the tour because of personal reason. And we haven't heard anything since that. So I'm wondering what is the issue. sometimes you might see some of these players not in and around the team, and it can be a case where they are just, they can't bear them. They are unbearable because of their attitude and things. But we don't know what is happening.
I get that feeling. I get that feeling that he has some kind of problem. I don't want to say that. No.
We don't know. The last I saw of him was things. I don't remember if it was Mr. Lover sent me some Instagram thing of him in the nets working on some sharp ball, cutting the ball. But you see, sometimes you have to give a little leeway, because I'm saying sometimes it can't be as easy as we are looking at it, Marlon and the others. It can't be as easy as that, because it is clear and obvious that somebody like a Shane Doherty, he won't come in and be the best short ball player. But he stops a gap, so it must be something.
I mean, I think
That's
you have
all I
like
can
2 test
say.
centuries. I think you have like 2 or 1 test centuries.
The guy, I am almost certain that he has about 2 centuries.
Yes. And I will forever remember the one he played with Jason Ola, because that was one of my highlights of West Indies in Test cricket.
All right.
That 202 from Jason Ola and that century from Skudar, which was just a highlight.
So you see, well, when it comes on to our cricket boy, just really bad. Let me see. I think he has 3 centuries. We're selling him short. He has 3 centuries. The average isn't in the 30s. It's actually 29.07. But not too bad. Not too bad. Exactly. Not too bad.
Average about 25 and she hopes about 26.
I doubt Powell's average is 25. It might be about 22, 23 if I'm not mistaken.
And she hopes about 26. I mean, that alone should tell you that he's not. He could even open. He could play as a pure batsman.
You see, it's not looking good.
Well, guys, I'm surprised that the promote Chase as the anchorman and although they don't give him a chance at all, man.
The man is anchoring the bench, Bridget. The man anchoring the bench.
I tell you, hey, if I was
Marlon, you were spot on. Powell's averages is 25.76. In test, his ODI is 22.
What his drafts today? It was 45 straight rate today. Simmons. That's like a lot of wasted deliveries.
Well, we're talking about it. The man makes 16 off 35. We're talking about it, and boy, I tell you, it is almost as difficult as looking at what's his name, that thing that Shannon Gabriel did when we were on the verge of joining the test. I am happy I didn't see it. I am happy.
Why did he do that?
Why did he do? I can't remember ever seeing Shannon Gabriel slow sweeping a ball, And the man did that. I didn't see Simmons innings, but looking at the score, looking at Simmons' score, it was almost as difficult as looking at what Gabriel did.
I don't know.
No, but Simmons was worse because it took place for longer. Shannon was once it ended. You had to sit through Simmons' misery for 12 overs. Listen.
You would not understand how happy I am that I didn't see that. I didn't see that when Simmons was batting.
That man do what he did for 12 overs, I think.
Yeah, that was so torture. That's why the Japanese drip and torture. They put you on thing they let the thing drip on your head. Boop. It's like a hammer hitting your barang. That not the torture people in that place.
Boy, I tell you.
Like I said, when South Africa dismissed him, they did a wrong thing because the score.
Yeah, they should have let him stay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said no. We're sorry. We didn't mean to.
But I tell you yesterday, I say already that man let Chase come in for that man. I say yesterday, I didn't think they don't listen.
Last night.
I send Bravo a text or kind of thing. The people don't listen. That was in that time with me again,
What man him say, see Pollard no anchor. Man no anchor in that team. The man him just sailing. They have this song say big ship sailing on the ocean. I guess that is what is happening. A lot of big guys just sailing out there.
Yeah.
No anchor.
I just put some
boy.
statistics there, Bravo boy. Bravo have eight test centuries and 17 test 50s. Yeah.
But
I think those are before Dave Cameron messed with him, you know?
Yes.
yeah, the problem is how long ago. Yes, how long ago that is. He got a century the other day, I think, against Sri Lanka in a ODI game. You know.
In the third ODI.
Yeah, but I must say, sometimes you guys hear me knock him a lot, you know. But I'm knocking him based on the fact that he's not scoring any runs. But
Yeah.
I was a fan of him. I was a fan of the guy when he just came
He's so
in.
talented. He's like a Shimon Hitmire. He's very good looking when he's playing.
Yeah.
But
Anybody.
He had 4 good years. The man did hold up. The man by the average was over 50 at that time, you know.
Whoa.
The man had a double century against New Zealand.
Yeah.
Exactly. I remember that double century.
Yeah, and I think he has a good overseas record. You know, he's one of the best overseas record.
Yes, he has a better asset overseas than he does at home.
Yeah. So,
This guy here has 3,538 test runs. That should not have been. That should have doubled. Darren Bravo. So,
Yeah,
so in 56 tests, I am looking at ESPN Cricket for. Hopefully it's spot on.
Yeah, his average is 36.47.
Yeah, 30. How much you seen there?
36.47.
Oh, it's a little bit different on ESPN Cricket for. They have 35.38. Right, but
you know, colonialism, they go take something from we. I only Trinidad thing. You know where to cause you know that. You know Bradman average was never no 90 something. You know how much time Bradman out and they say Batson? Yeah. Henry had a better average than Bradman.
yeah.
But remember, WG Grace. I think WG Grace got out one time and he took the nails up and put it back on the stumps.
Yeah, man. I said we still batting. We still batting. Yeah, man. We still batting, man.
Colonialism and slavery, you know, we still recovering and look at type, you know.
Yeah, but
where does one bounce up or over for batsman come from? Eh?
Not from the 4-prong attack, man. From the 4-prong attack, man.
Brother, let me tell you something. When they had what they call the Bodyline series in Australia, and they bounce you all over the place and bust your head and all kind of thing.
Yep.
And Clyde Roy come back, he say, yeah, what's going on? Never again. And he get 4 pacemen. All of a sudden, one bounce up or over for batsman.
Yep.
But they used to bowl at 6 bouncers. 6 bouncers in Australia.
Listen,
they didn't study football hell then.
They got upset when they abused India.
Was it India or New Zealand, the guy that came up, oh, we're going to make them grovel?
Yes. That was England.
All I saw was New Zealand.
No,
yeah, Tony Green. All I saw was some after shot, some after picture. I saw the ball here. I saw the ball here all over. All over. You know, those were the good days, man. I tell you guys, and I actually started watching and understanding cricket in the latter part of Walsh and Ambrose. That is basically where I got where I actually caught the thing. But you know, these guys, the good thing is that we have the internet, you know, so we get a chance to see and read a lot about these guys, you know, the Michael Holding, the Andy Roberts, you know, the Joel Gunn and all of these guys, you know.
And the reason why these guys perform better is because they was fighting an oppressive system.
Exactly. We said it on the live here already, you know, those guys were really going for passion. You know, we know exactly what was happening in those times. So, you know, they had to put out more effort and thing, but you know, it's almost too. I think maybe that is one of the reasons why the likes of Michael Holding don't want to support T20. Everybody have their reasoning about. I'm thinking that, you know, looking at how easy things are now and the fact that some of our cricketers taking it for granted and knowing what he had to go through, you know, that might say, boy, don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah,
I remember.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying I remember reading. I saw it on an interview and I also read it in the book that I have with Michael Holding's book, where it was saying that the first time he traveled, I think it was England or Australia. I remember his first traveling and he said that he got a man out plumb. and he turned around and the umpire did this. He said he walked away to square leg and literally started to cry because he knew that he was just totally wrong. And I think he said it was Richardson or one of those guys came to him and just put an arm around him and say, "Come, youngster, that is how it is. You have to go again." So having gone through all of that, I think looking at West Indies cricket becoming getting watered down, it's difficult. And before I let you go, DeAndre, one of the reasons why I would say that maybe that's a fact. Last year in 2020, when he had that down the barrel interview with Sky, was it Sky Sports?
Yes, it was, I think it was Sky Sports during the break.
Yeah, Sky Sports. That down the barrel interview where he was talking about the whole racism thing, and and you could see that he was still emotional. So we looking at it, we are not feeling the same thing that he's feeling when he's watching the cricket. It's different. It's different, so that is I wasn't there to see it, but that is what I get from it.
It's like a business now, because at one point it was like a part-time thing. You had a tour and you have to wait a little while for another tour, and you on some kind of salary thing. But now it's about the highest bidder. You have a league going on constantly all the time. And the players can pick and choose who they play for when they play and all that type of thing. So it's no longer about personal development anymore, really proper and all of that type of thing. So that's it's kind of, as I say, it's really watered down.
Different
type of thing. By them colonial times too, you get a certain amount of prestige that we had Sir Vivian Richards, Sir. So
you
kind of was fighting for recognition to say, well, I am just as equal as you.
Exactly.
So you had to fight a lot, and they went through a lot, and to see all wasted now because we have lost everything concerning that level of respect. In fact, they're laughing at us. A lot of these countries that we put in the place and was at a respect. When the door closed, they're laughing at us, And they say, look at them jokers. Then they used to run the show. Now they're bottom of the table fighting up with Bangladesh. But I think
because in 2019, we had to qualify for the World Cup. Our former World Cup champions tried to qualify for the World Cup in 2019. That was such a disgrace.
With the playoffs.
Yeah.
Russia. Yeah, that whole segregation, separation thing, we ain't even sure. Look, we only getting 1 or 2 test match. Nobody really studying me. If you understand where I'm coming from, test match, you're lucky to get 2 against Australia. If you get 2 test match, you're lucky.
Who? Australia will never play West Indies.
I can't remember. I don't remember. I can't remember how long ago we actually played Australia.
It was 2015. It was 2015.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You see, that thing that is going on, and I remember, and this is why I like Fazir Mohammed as a cricket analyst, because and first understand the politics of cricket. Listen,
exactly.
This ICC is ridiculous. When one of my issues with cricket is that the boards are the ones who decide who play who. And one of the indictments against cricket is that India don't play Pakistan enough.
Yeah.
That is one of the indictments against cricket, because that is the best rivalry in the sport. That's the best rivalry in the sport, and it does not happen outside of World Cup because international politics. But
they do what? Yeah, politics.
When you look at what is going on, the teams, the money is so important to the point where certain teams don't play certain teams in Test cricket. Certain teams just don't play them, and if they play them, it's one-off games.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous, and the game cannot go. I remember Fox was making a point, and he was, listen, how are we going to proceed as a sport if we only give 2 test series to some, 3 to some, and 5 to others? How will this sport proceed?
And
it cannot work.
And to add to that, Marlon, when it comes on to the revenue that is issued out by ICC, I think I trying to remember if it was Fazir that was talking about it too.
It wasn't.
I don't remember. Yeah, we were talking about it, and a large percentage of that goes to the big four, the England, the India, Australia, and it was India.
No, it's big three. It's big three.
It's the big three: India,
Big three.
Australia,
England, India,
and
Australia.
and
It's them
Australia. Yeah. So they are continuously going to be up there, and the other left, the others going to be down there. You understand? And I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. Listen, you ever hear about Ramadan and Valentine? You ever hear about Ramadan and Valentine? Call them the spin twins from Trinidad. They used to two of them were
Skinny Ramadan.
That is when
Yeah, man.
that is when they started to develop the rule that once the ball pitch on your leg, you can't be LBW because none of them could have played that. So they invent a rule when the ball pitching on your leg, you can't get LBW because they used to mesmerize them. Everything. When we play bowlers, they limit the bouncers. It's an onward battle. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I tell you when you see we failing so in 2020, which is the only thing we were dominating now. Bet your butt up whether something political happening in the undercurrent and you don't know.
Yeah, man. It's really sad, but I wanted to just interject with something here. Hayden was Junior, right? I don't know. He's not really so effective in my opinion right now.
He had a poor game. He was ineffective.
Ball a lot of short balls.
He had a poor game. They were picking him off for singles, and then a 6 or a 4.
Yeah, man. But I mean, Akido, Hussein is doing well right now. In my opinion, though, like, we have a 51 squad, right? We have Fletcher, Owen Mackay, Rustin Chase, and there's someone else that's not playing. But
Cottrell is the next man not playing.
Cottrell is in the 15.
Yes.
Okay. Russell was a bit expensive as well. Today.
No, Cottrell is
A
in the
bit. It
reserve.
was very expensive.
In the reserve.
I think Cottrell is in the. I think Cottrell is in the
Cottrell is in the
reserve.
reserve. Cottrell is
You
not
know,
playing.
Russell was very expensive.
Even Bravo was expensive.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Russell, I tell you, we went in that thing with some injured men, you know.
Right.
Even Bravo, I see walking kind of funny today. But what I say is Russell, I don't take Russell fully fit. You know what I'm saying? That is why I thought Holder would have stepped in. By now, they would have picked Holder and tell Russell.
Well, I can't tell when last I see a fit on J. Russell. Can't remember. Maybe when he had the ban and came back, he had that rest for a while and came back. He was fit, but since then, can't remember seeing a full.
No rest for him, man. He's too busy.
Yeah, no rest for the wicked them say.
But when they get
Can't remember
older-
seeing a fit Russell.
When they get older,
Like I
recovery
say-
is harder. To recover is harder when they get older. And Russell is not. How old is Russell now?
Yep.
13, 30 what? How old is Russell now?
He's probably
Russell is about 33, man.
Right, so you're getting younger. You know
And
very well.
Russell's busy.
Once you reach age 30, you don't produce no new body cells and you start to lose body.
Mm.
When you reach around 25 to 30, your body don't produce no new cells in the sense you just replace, but your cell count start to drop. So everything start to deteriorate.
Yeah, it's Thomas. Yeah, so Contact just remind us.
Oh, Thomas.
Vlogs just remind us. Thomas was the next.
Yeah, but I'm not saying alright. Bowling is one, but 140 was definitely too little. I think I see the Pakistan game. In the practice game.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of strike rotation going on and stuff like that. So
By who?
Barbara Azam was really.
In the practice game. Well, you're
yeah,
talking about the practice game between West Indies and Pakistan.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
Strike rotation was there, and even
yes.
today.
I was going to ask you guys if you saw that game today between them and Pakistan and New Zealand. Pakistan versus New Zealand today.
Pakistan,
Yeah, man, I was watching the game.
Pakistan on fire right now.
But hold on a second. Even today, South Africa, Markram hit some 60s, you know. But it wasn't he was always hitting 60s.
Yeah.
They were still getting
stroking the
singles.
ball around.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I think West Indies still not getting that. Listen, Listen,
Exactly.
you're gonna get some really good balls. So what are gonna do? Just wait on the bad balls. It doesn't make any sense, you know. So I
But
think
listen,
it comes back to that.
to your point, I remember an over when a Walsh is over. They had one run off the first ball. They had two run. They run two again. They run that ball, and then it was a 6. Macram licking
Finish off.
Finish off, right?
West Indies don't do that. West Indies block,
Then
one
swing.
run, and then somebody try first in or 4. If they don't get out,
Exactly.
they get a
Exactly.
foul.
Yeah, that's a problem with us. So that's why I will make a 200 a few times, but most of the time we won't make a lot of
Exactly.
runs. Right? Because you're gonna wait until it's really late. You're trying to manufacture some boundaries, you know. So what I would do, bring in Chase for Simmons, and just I hope the guys like get more singles. I hope the guys get more singles and also twos, because when this field is spread, they can get some twos as well. I think South Africa got twos.
Today, I think it was South Africa. Or was it South Africa or was it Pakistan game that I was watching? And I saw them running even trees. I saw one tree.
Yeah,
One
to the other tree. I'm not sure who does that.
Yeah, but especially midweek, the soft ones. They play the
No, but the
soft
guys
ones.
powering the ball too much, and then not piercing the gap. Hit it straight to the field and probably get one.
Yeah.
That's an art in itself. Huh? So,
Yeah, they're not manipulating the thing.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm going crazy, but I can almost remember Simmons being a touch player. He has always been able to power the ball, but I am almost sure that at one point in time Simmons was able to manipulate, play,
at that time.
pierce gap and thing like that.
At that
Yeah,
time.
but yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird.
Uses risk and going you off stump and
Yeah.
push the ball to the on.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
You say some late cut and do something there,
Yeah.
but I don't know what happened. I tell you, since he get hit, I don't know what. But you see, he can have something that we don't know. I be careful. I said
Probably
that,
there's an underlying thing, yes.
yeah, it's a serious thing because it could be mental too, right? It could be mental when you get hit once. There's a kind of fear in your subconscious that you don't realize you have that fear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But something.
Yeah, we're talking about the same sort of thing last night with the psychology and all of that. You know what? It's I don't know where we go from here. That is the thing. I don't know where we go from there.
Well, boy, if Bangladesh beat us, that is it. You might see me on this program again. If Bangladesh beat us,
don't be surprised if Shakib come and take a hat trick against us. Here.
We still have a slight chance, but our destiny is no longer in our hands.
Exactly.
The thing we have is we need to hope England win out. England beat everybody.
Beat everybody.
Yeah. And we try and we win all our games at a good pace.
Yes, England need to win out, and we need Australia. We need to beat Australia. We can't lose to them because if we lose to them,
that's it.
And we need Australia and South Africa to lose.
You're sounding good, but I ain't even going that far. We got to pass Bangladesh first. And the way things looking right now, I ain't even know if we can even talk Australia right now. I don't know if we can pass Bangladesh. I mean, Bangladesh is still a good, tight team. There's an okay team.
Wow. Well, Bangladesh doesn't have a strong team. You have Namal Ulhaka, you have Mustafa Rahim. And these are not it's not the Bangladesh of 10, 15 years ago. These guys have really established themselves as world-class players.
Exactly.
And stuff like that, yeah. And Bangladesh, I think Bangladesh have won some World Cup there, the under 19 World Cup.
Okay.
Right, so I mean, so some good youngsters coming in as well. So they're no pushover. Well, I think for us, keep talking about post World Cup right now, yeah, because
post World Cup we need to clean
we're going to always keep, when it comes down to our cricket, it would appear as if we're always going to have to be talking about post something. It's very rarely we're going to be able to celebrate what is currently happening. We're going to be saying, all right, what do we do next year? What do we do the following year? You know, it's
Yeah, I just
not good.
I see it was a good thing because I say like Joshua Bishop, you say Dominic Drake. Yeah, probably 10, 15 players that are not in this current squad that we can look forward to working with in the near future. You have Odie Smith that good pace. And if Azar Joseph has some good pace as well.
The problem with Joseph,
Azar
the problem
regressed drastically. He has
yeah,
regressed.
Joseph ball too much sharp ball, man.
But he was about the next match, you know.
Lennox. He's not a probing bowler that
Yeah.
Pusher.
Gets a lot of wickets. Yeah.
Going at the batsman. He has regressed in my opinion.
Okay. But
I was thinking that he would have come more.
Yeah, but you have at least Odie Smith, you have the Shepherd, Romero Shepherd, they have your Rutherford.
You have a youngster coming through named Niall Smith, who I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Sure how well he's going to be in the best versus best game. He's not big, he's small. So you know those type of pace bowlers.
Like Fidel Edwards.
Yeah.
We can asking a question about the cup not taking me out.
Yeah, we're going to address it, man. That's why we highlight it.
What I want to deal with that in the context of he didn't play and they still cut retail. That was frightening. He didn't
You
play.
see, when it comes on to a man's personal preference, you know. You see, as we were talking about earlier this morning, Ian, I think we were talking about it and saying that, you know, knowing their history, that country's history, and you know all of what they went through, it might be sending the wrong message. You know that what you know the fact that he didn't take it, but it's not like he's an out and out white person. He seems to be mixed.
Right.
But this is something that what
Mixed with what?
yeah man, him seems mixed, man.
Well, that man small white to me.
He look like he mixed with Zulu.
Yeah, him look mixish.
The Zulus were fair skill and I was in South Africa. I went online with them and thing. I went by the Zulu thousands, the Yoruba, everybody aligned with. You know, so I know these Zulus they are fair skill.
But this is the
Yeah,
thing,
but this coming to Marlon. This has been his decision for a while now, you know. Even before coming to tour the West Indies, it was a big alabaloo, and he was saying that right now he don't, you know, it's as if he was saying where this is concerned, he don't want to be a part of this, you know.
Okay.
Not in the sense that he's against you know, fighting for black people and all of that, you know. But everybody do things their own way. I watch the Premier League, I see people show it in their own way. So you know, it's a bit tough that he had to be left. You know, they had to leave him out because of that. But it could be sending the wrong message. But everybody is entitled to their own religious belief and their own political views and all of that.
But in my opinion though, this Black Lives Matter movement, other persons have expressed some negative views on it because yes, the word black is there, but there are question marks surrounding like the entire attitude, how the entire thing is functioning, you know. Like
I said it's being drawn out now.
The politics.
Yeah, the politics taking it over.
So the question is that if Black lives really matter, then why not try to make some fundamental, but more effective than other than just taking a knee on the ground. That's like a symbolic thing. But what is happening behind the scenes for Black people? How about that conversation? You know, what are you doing behind the scenes with policymakers to make a real impact for Black lives? You know? Where cricket is concerned, I haven't really, I still come to you, Marlon. I know you were on the floor, but where cricket is concerned, I haven't heard anything. You know, where football is concerned, I tell you guys I watch a lot of Premier League. So what they have started to do is to, you know, once they have identified a fan or fans that you know chanting those sort of stuff, they ban them, give them lifetime ban from stadiums and things like that. But this is something that, you know, we're always going to have this issue. Probably it will eventually get a little bit better, just as how it's better than how it was in the 60s, 70s, 80s. It might get a little better, but this is something that is going to always happen. People always going to think that they are better than people for some reason. I don't know why. Yes, Marlon.
Well, Quinton de Kock strikes me to be one of those all lives matter type of person. It seems as if, I don't know much, but it seems as if that is the stance the man is taking.
Mhm.
And like you mentioned, he has consistently took that stance because
Exactly.
he was one of those players in the West Indies who was defiant. Because this is not a new thing. If you've been following him, he has maintained his stance for a while.
Exactly. From before they even come to the West Indies.
Yes. But
Exactly.
this is the thing though, Lennox. Look at the country that he represents.
Yep, that is what we're saying.
Yes, to the people.
That is the problem.
He represent. And
That is the problem.
when you put on the country's flag, nobody cares about your personal beliefs. You have
Mhm.
your personal beliefs in your own private corner. But you are now a statesman.
Mhm.
And you are supposed to represent the people. And if there's a lot of politics going on in South Africa, cricket is one of those things in South Africa that is emblematic of the country itself and the inequality within the country.
I think it's a policy with how much black people should be on the team or something like that.
Yes.
But remember, yeah, exactly. I don't know if they're still using the quota system.
It still exists. I think it still exists. I don't know to which rate they enforce it, but it still exists.
It's still there. But remember though,
one of the reasons why Bovuma is captain is because of that.
but remember though, you know, think there was a captain and he stepped and he gave it up, you know. Or they just gave it to him for after Faf du Plessis, you know. They gave it to Quinton de Kock, you know. He had a poor run, but I am telling you, it seems as if this man does not want to do anything with politics or any of those sort of things. So he stepped away, and you know that is why a lot of eyes were actually on him coming to the Caribbean the other day. You know,
I remember.
You understand? Yeah. So that was it. But this quota thing that you're talking about, I remember watching an interview with Maka and Tini, and he was talking about it, and you know, it's as if the man was almost brought to tears just talking about it. You know. Saying that boy, he remember getting into the team and it's as if they wanted to, you know, say some quota business. And the guy was extremely good.
But Lennox, but even so, he also talked about another issue where they wouldn't go out with him. Like he was a part of the team, but they sidelined him as if he was not.
So as if you saw the interview, man.
I remember him recorded. I don't think I watched the interview, but I remember reading about the interview. And
man,
that's the story he told. So the football, no, not football, the cricket and the rugby in South Africa is emblematic of how the society is set with inequality. Those two sports.
And
they are the bastions of white rule in South Africa.
And the history, Marlon, you see, because of them history, it's not sitting well with a lot of people. The commentators and all of the guys are trying not to say anything because they want to be diplomatic and they don't want to step overboard. But I can tell you, it's not sitting well with a lot of people, Marlon.
But Lennox, it is the contemporary thing that is going on because there is the expropriation without compensation issue that is going on.
All right. Exactly.
Listen, that country is on a knife edge when it comes on the racial tensions that could spiral out of control.
Anytime.
Because as much as I follow sports, I follow the politics of sports, and I follow politics.
Exactly.
And that country is one of those tipping points where anything could happen when it comes on to how the unrest that is going on and the divisions.
Remember we spoke about it earlier. I think it was on our earlier lives and we were talking about it. We didn't go too deep. We were saying that, you know, I really follow those things, but you and I know how a place stays, so we don't really talk about them things publicly. But you see, once you have a good ear for things, for information in general, you will follow things like those, you know. You definitely follow things like those. You know, but it's sad though that such a quality player wasn't able to play. As some would say, they did miss him, but you know, it's sad to know that in 2021 we're having that sort of issue still. You understand?
When I saw he did not play, DeAndre, I was like, whoa, I am happy. Because how we touch at our bowlers in the Caribbean, I was like, one more reason why we should win this game. So to see that he didn't play and they won the game so easily. I mean, to be honest, we didn't talk about Rampal, but Rampal was very ineffective. I mean, honest. Listen, he didn't go for a bunch of runs, but Lennox, when you talk about ineffective,
Penetrative. Yeah,
Right.
It wasn't probing.
That's the
Rampal
thing.
did nothing in the power play.
It wasn't as probing as we would have wanted it to be.
Listen, if you watch that game, you see just like how the Indian fans are killing bowlers like Bhuvanesha Kumar and Mohamed Shami, because those guys are getting it. I saw an article where they are
You see,
giving it.
and it was just the game there against Pakistan where he gave away about 3 or so boundaries in his over Shami. You know, he's usually not that bad, you know. But these guys,
they are giving it to Shami and Bhuvanesha Kumar. But
yeah,
poor, I mean, what is his name?
Rampal.
That's ineffective.
mm,
Like at no point did the batsmen look as if they were
in trouble.
At no point.
Mm-mm.
He did a poor job. He did a really poor job.
Mm. Boy, I don't know how they're going to shuffle the deck this time around. I think they are going to they're going to definitely carry in Chase. And they're going to carry in Chase. And as funny as this sound, they might want him not to score any runs because of their ego.
Yes.
You know, and they you know, I don't know if they're going to bring him back Obed Mackay, but I am no expert. But
They can bring him Mackay back for Rampal and Chase for Simmons, you know.
I am no expert, but Rastan Chase need to be in this team.
Yeah. I'm also hoping that and they say ICC has to sanction it, right? The replacement. I was wondering if they could have a whole replace Russell. You know, I don't know if that's possible.
Nope.
He would have to have some amount of, you know, a big injury problem, and then they say, all right,
Okay.
they try and query it, and then they would sanction it. But let me tell you why. I doubt they're going to bring in Hola. You see, when Allen went out, I guess they said that, all right, it was a spinner, so they want to bring in a next spinner in Hussein. And then they brought in Moti to replace him. So I doubt Hola, somebody probably going to have to break a leg or an arm for Hola to get a look in this team, based on what these guys are doing.
But
I want to be honest, Olamar. I want to be honest, and I'm going to keep on saying it. Initially, I did not think Hola deserved a spot in the team, right? Because of how poor he has been. He wasn't even able to make the T20 team. But because he did so well in the latter part of the IPL, I would have been okay with it if when Fabian Allen got out there, they say, all right, we're going to rope in Hola. You know, but doesn't seem as if we're going to be seeing him, boy.
But you see, the problem we have with Lennox is this, and this is why this is the inconsistencies that need to be worked out with West Indies cricket. You see, Jason was performing poorly, and Jason was not given a consideration, rightfully so. But we saw other guys who were performing equally poor.
Poor, exactly.
A chance, and this is the issue we have with these guys, because remain consistent. Because we could see that some people got through because of who they're associated with.
Easy.
Me and you, we would not have chosen Jason Waller, and I would have stand behind that because
exactly.
Yeah, that's true. At that time, it didn't work.
That time.
When the side was cut and picked,
exactly.
Leading up, or it was poor to the point where they dropped him out the home series.
He wasn't even getting any game. So we had said that. But
when you look at some of the other guys in the team, you're like, I mean, if you're making consideration for them, why not Jason? Like the inconsistencies with selection is just ridiculous.
It's not good.
How about Kevin Sinclair? What do you guys think about Kevin Sinclair making like post workout attack? Like,
you see, at one point, Kevin Sinclair was getting games, in the ODI team, and I am one of them who was actually saying that Hussein, was probably ahead of him. So he was there and thereabout, So I doubt it is the fact that they are not looking at him, but based on the two spinners that they brought, those guys were performing a little better. But in terms of having him in and around the team, I don't remember seeing his name in the best versus best game. So, I mean, they're actually looking for test players, but it would have been a good opportunity to get him to play some cricket. But He's there. He's there. I think Hussein is ahead of him. Wash when he's bowling well is ahead of him. So that is a problem. And Timothy starting to do his thing now. You understand? So he might end up getting ahead of him in the pecking order. But
That's Kerry Pierre.
yes, all of these guys, Bishop, John Ross, Jagasar isn't too bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all of these guys are there. Now Kevin Sinclair, as I said, I think he played against Australia. He played against Australia and got a couple of wickets and was flipping all over the place and things like that. But a couple of the other guys are probably
against Sri Lanka.
It was against Sri Lanka.
Yes, I think it was against.
Yeah, probably it was. But because we have a couple of spinners coming through, he's going to have to step it up a little. He's going to have to step it up.
Yep.
Because Hussein is not only taking wickets, but he usually when he bowls, he's not really travel. So that is the issue there.
I think we want a Samuel Budget type of leg spinner one, Really
Right.
want.
I wouldn't agree. Someone said about dropping Rampol. Rampol
Yeah,
I didn't say to drop him. I
was
just
good
said he was
because
poor.
of one
He was
match,
ineffective.
one bad match. Yeah, but one match on a
No, Ian,
pitch where
I didn't say to drop him. Let me be honest. I said he was ineffective today. I didn't say drop him.
no, a
Was
guy
it
said
Robin?
somebody else said drop him, and well, I understand he said
Bring in McCord.
yes, somebody said that, and I'm saying, but wait,
Yeah,
there's a man who chopped our result 50 over and 20 plus.
I would play the two of them. I think DeAndre was saying bring in Obed for Rampal and bring in Chase for Simmons. I would have gone with Rampal and Obed McCoy, again. I would have gone with those two guys. At this moment, what's his name? We like to have the leg spinner, but he's not doing much. What?
He's not effective.
Yeah, but I would have gone with Rampal and Obed McCoy.
Okay.
You understand? Hopefully Rampal will get the ball to nip around. Doesn't seem as if it's going to do much there. But let me not say that because I saw Shine Shaw free the ball opening over a maiden. Fast swinging. You guys saw the game against New Zealand?
I watch his action today. It's looking good. I see the elbow bend a little bit and the wrist like when they pelted mango. Yeah, but,
when you get that overhead view, Ian, when you get the overhead view of that young man's action, it's suspect. It is.
Yeah, it looks unique.
It looks unique
in its look.
But I could be wrong, because it could be tilted the right at exactly the right degree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because remember,
But
I as an armchair critic, so
exactly.
But I watch it.
It was good though. It was good. I mean, the other guy got most of the wickets. I think his name is Harris. I think it's Harris Raul or something like that. The next pace bowler name. He bowled rapidly and he got about 4 wickets. What's his name?
I think Rufi.
I think it.
Hassan Ali is Hassan Ali.
No man, not Hassan Ali. It's a pace bowler. Rufi, his name is Harrison or Harris Rufi or something like that. Yeah, he bowled. He was extremely quick. He was extremely quick and straight, dead straight.
But Lennox,
You understand? He picked up.
I said New Zealand fella kneel down to this fella. Kneel down to that man at 90 miles per hour and take that kind of sweep shot.
Yeah, I saw it.
Fella's eyesight so good, boy.
Yeah, I saw it, man. I saw that shot.
Who did that?
And New Zealand player.
No, it wasn't Williamson. I think it might have been Conway or
Devin Conway.
I don't remember which one of them.
Somebody here said they tried to enter somebody named Frank. I have no idea who.
Oh, hold on. How many persons we have? Probably the issue is if
4.
we have one more, you're not going to take more than 5. So I think he's on. Who is it? Frank? What's his name?
Yeah.
Frank, you hearing us?
No, actually, it's Wayne.
Oh, it's Wayne. Wayne is on.
Wayne.
Oh, Wayne.
Yeah, gentlemen, man, I've been trying to while, man. Nice listening to you guys. I've always been following you guys. No, let me put in my 2 cents.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, let's go back to the World Cup team. To begin with, I think we have a couple of guys that should have been there that's not there. I will replace Fletcher with Hope. Because Hope is a
Hold on. Go. Let us listen to you. Yes, go ahead.
Hope give you a backup wicketkeeper, and he's a better option in these conditions to open the batting than Fletcher. Odin Smith.
Yeah.
I would replace O'Shane Thomas with Smith.
Yeah, I would go with that.
Now, the way the batting is set up in the power play, we need to designate 3 men to just go after the bowling. We supposed to have 3 men in the middle order that could bat and rotate the strike. Then we have Pollard and Russell as finishers. Now, Evan Lewis definitely is going to be one to start attacking in the power play.
Yeah.
Whether it be Simmons or Gale, whichever one. And I will have Pooran in case we lose an early wicket in the power play. I will have Pooran come out there and try to keep attacking in the power play. Now, if the power play fails, maybe lose a lot of wickets, I will have Chase, Hetmeyer, and Bravo as the 3 men to rotate the strike in the middle and run. You know, you got to get men who could run in the middle there. And Hetmeyer could probably, if he bat long enough, he could also play a finisher role along with Russell and Pollard. But the way they have it is like they have no plan. One time Hetmeyer come 3, the next time he come 7, maybe today he bat for 8. You know, it's like they don't really have like a solid plan they're working with. And like Simmons, like again, I don't know if he was supposed to attack today, if he's supposed to anchor. But I personally think the top 3 men supposed to go after the ball. And if we lose wickets, we got men in the middle who can patch the innings together. Yeah, I don't think they got a clear plan, man.
All right. Yeah.
I know the bowling is holding its own. You know, the bowling pretty much is holding its own. Like nobody really destroyed the bowling yet. So I'm not too worried about the bowlers. But the batting is what's failing me all the time.
All right, quick question to Wayne. Quick question to Wayne. On what grounds would Hope get into the squad?
I would have
Fletcher.
In Fletcher's spot. Now, in a case where Pooran seems to be out to start, I wouldn't drop Pooran, but just an option. Hope would have been an option as a second wicketkeeper. And for instance, Simmons is out to start. Hope could have filled both roles. He could be the backup wicketkeeper and we got to open there. And in that case, now we could actually have him stabilize the innings from the front if so be it. And Hetmeyer role change now. Instead of Hetmeyer being a stabilizer, Hetmeyer could now flip to an attacker. Maybe we use Hetmeyer in the power play. You know, it's like if Hope is going to stabilize from the front, we have Evan Lewis going hard. If Lewis out, Hetmeyer could come in now and play the aggressive role. You see what I'm saying? Because Hope now is going to be stabilizing. So it depends on which team you play. Guys' roles could change, but you got to get some plan to the take, man.
Yeah, we understand the roles, you know, but the problem, the question I really meant, when I say on what grounds, remember, Shea Hope hasn't been scoring any runs, you know.
Oh, you mean before the team was selected?
He didn't score any runs at all in the CPL, because I can almost guarantee you, see, if Shea Hope had scored the runs that Rastan Chase scored in the CPL, Shea Hope's name would have been on that paper in that 11. Yeah, so Rastan Chase finds it is finding it hard to get into this 11 to anchor. I am almost certain if Shea Hope was the one that scored all of those runs, he would have been there to anchor, so we wouldn't have that issue. But the fact of the matter is that Shea Hope wasn't effective any at all. He hasn't been effective. You understand? So that is the problem.
Same could be said about Fletcher. Fletcher's not too effective either.
Yeah, but the thing is, Fletcher isn't too effective in about, at least Fletcher scored a couple of runs in the CPL, so they had to.
He had a few.
Yeah, so he had some runs in the CPL, so they would have to go with Fletcher, and Fletcher would back up keep. So that's why I'm saying,
Okay.
and what Groans would hope getting with the runs. That is the problem, you know. If we are
Well,
talking
I
about the
kinda
Shea, if
agree
you are
with you
talking
because-
about if you are talking about the Shea Hope that scores runs in ODI cricket, I would take
ODI.
him any day. I would take him any day, but you know, I was really
Well-
looking for him to get some runs in the CPL, but it didn't
Quite
work.
frankly, I must agree with you because I was more picking him based on his ODI form.
That is the
And,
problem.
If you guys notice this, you see West Indies team that they have on a true bouncy, on a true wicket where the ball is coming through and you can play shots. This team is good for that, you know. They'll kill you, but on these track where
Yeah, but
you gotta apply good batsmanship to score runs. We ain't really have much player like that in this team.
And we not have patience.
that's why I agree with you when you say that they are not playing to any plan, because they know it is not a track that going to bounce around like they are over there in Barbados, you know. So they need to do what needs to be done. Yes,
Yeah, I
Marlon.
mean, we got a couple guys in the squad. But I mean, I forget about who should have been there, but whoever's there presently, I will say Chase and Hetmeyer are the two men who most suited for this condition. Because if you look at the other teams play, these guys work the ball into the gaps, run hard, and you know, let's say pick up a couple of singles, a couple of doubles. Occasionally you get a boundary. That's easily 8, 9, 10 runs over.
Easy. That's how
Easy, but they just
South
wait into
Africa
this power game, and the ball and the pitch is not there for that.
Yeah, man. It's like Van der Dusen innings was someone like that. Van der Dusen was kind of slow initially, but he picked up quite
At
nicely.
one
But
point, Van der Dusen scored about 60 or 70. Strike.
right, but but it was anchored.
He
But
finished
it
with
was
like
anchored
earn a
innings.
ball.
Yeah, but Markram ended up with a 190 strike rate, and Van der Dusen was anchored. So
Listen,
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no
Markram was
one way,
killing us.
there's no one mode type of play. You know, it cannot be hit and miss type of thing. In some
Exactly.
cases, some person you might have somebody anchor the innings, and but one thing about it is that the strike rotation in any form of that cricket is necessary.
Necessary, very necessary. That's the easiest way to put pressure on the ball.
I see a few soft hand strokes to long on, long off. Even though one of them was a run out, but I see Van der Dusen tapping the ball to mid off and just taking off. Bam! You know, I'm like, because they can play with soft hands some more and pressure the field some more, you know?
Because they think it don't work. They think it don't. They believe it don't work. You know, that is the problem.
But
I think it don't work.
What players are not fit either. What players are not
the teams that bat
physically run.
those teams that bat
You look at those
first
guys,
have
they're
the
like a
advantage. The teams that bat first have the disadvantage. I mean, when you watch how many teams lost batting first, I don't know if the actual pitch just changed later on in the game or what.
They were talking about the due factor, but I doubt it is that heavy. But the teams that bat last, they usually win. From in the IPL coming right down. I heard the stats, but I don't remember what they were saying.
And stats
it's just,
So once we realize West Indies only winning, losing to us, you know we lost before we start. Just on statistics alone. Outside of statistics, you could fight, but statistics over a long period is real. You understand what I'm saying?
It's tough, man. It's tough. It's really tough. I don't know.
Batsmen, man.
I don't know.
We need batsmen who could really, like, quality batsmen, not just the power hitters, because
and throw the ball around.
Track is not for the power hitters. We need men who can rotate the strike, and like I said, Hetmeyer can do it, Bravo can do it, and Chase. You know, that's the only three men, in my opinion, that's in this team that have the ability to hit the ball in the gaps and run. And we gotta utilize those three guys, you know. But like, for instance, Hetmeyer come out today with only 10 balls remaining. You know, you can't have Hetty coming till long at number 10 when he's one of the better man suited for this type of condition that we in.
Hetmeyer came out the bat.
But sir, you said to add to your point, he's one of the only batsmen in farm. He's one of the only
exactly.
one in farm.
Remember we spoke about this in Marlon. Remember we spoke about this, you know. Chase coming into the thing out of the CPL in form, yes, but Hetmeyer coming straight out of the IPL. You know, had a couple of cameos for his team, some 30s and thing. You know,
and
strike rate 160
Hetmeyer,
and Lewis.
Yes, and Lewis. Those are the only batsmen making runs anywhere. Because even Pollard wasn't doing much in the IPL.
Yeah, he wasn't really making a lot of runs.
For the life of me, they chose Pooran today over Hetmeyer. I don't know which one of the geniuses who made that decision, but we said it was a poor decision.
But Pollard out at a crucial point too. Pollard could have put another 15 runs on the board if they didn't thief him out.
No, but it's not all the crucial point, you know, but I think Pollard I should show some versatility because Pollard is known to hit the ball straight. So they're not want to have a man straight on the boundary for him.
We're talking about it.
Behind the umpire, you know.
But man, hide the man behind the bowler.
Yeah, but I'm saying it could still be versatile, man. You know, the same one more play. So Pollard is strong down the ground, you know. Hitting out of six. But like first, I like is Markram hitting over the outside, hitting Coca, and like, I mean, you cannot be a one mode player, you know. You want to be versatile, because that's one of the things with T20 cricket, you know. It can't be really predictable. Sometimes you can try to scoop over the key, but sometimes you can
change it up.
Right, reverse sweep. Give the opposition something to think about, you know.
Exactly. You can't just be playing in one dimension. You understand? Yeah.
Well, boys, what's the next move, boy? What happened against Bangladesh? We have some good news.
Before we move from this point, one other thing, Gayle. Since when Gayle become a middle order batsman?
Gayle batting at number 4.
Number 4 now.
I hear you coming in after Walsh.
If Gayle gonna play, Gayle gotta open.
Straight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gayle gotta open and go hard. Gayle.
Exactly.
We know everybody know Gayle. That's Gayle game. Power hitting.
He if
he come out, then we good. If he don't,
full stop. That's how it is.
Listen, let me tell you what I don't understand. When they come out of this Gayle issue, is that they're trying to hide Gayle from criticism and trying for Gayle not to feel.
Then the best way to hide him is not to play him if he's not making any runs.
No. But look at it.
Yeah.
There is no way. Listen, at the end of the day, Gayle has played a runner ball is 2 innings. His strike rate is exactly 100. 12 from 12, 13 from 13. Exactly 100. Right. Yeah. Simmons' strike rate is poor. Put Gayle at the top and let Gayle give you the 12 or whatever, because it can't be worse than what Simmons is giving you.
Well, for some reason they believe Simmons. For some reason they believe Simmons must be there. I don't know why.
I don't know why they're trying to hide Gayle from putting him at the top. Because listen, I don't know what worse he's going to do than what Simmons is doing there.
You see, right and left hand combination is important, you know. But it is also important for those guys to be making runs. So if they're worrying about not putting 2 left-handers up there, well, the right-hander that is up there doesn't make any sense because he's not making any runs. We're just losing some deliveries. You understand? So they need to be careful how they go about this thing here.
But I think the thing that kind of shocked me is when the coach say, as though he's satisfied with Simmons' role. The guy want to make me realize we're gonna lose to Bangladesh now.
the man said he played the role, and I was like, Jesus.
So if he played the role, that means they agreed that Simmons we want that 45
that's
and just soak up some that bars. That is what we expect of goal.
That is why you might not. We might be talking all of this out, and he might go back out there because he executed the plan.
The coach is happy with his performance.
He executed the plan. Yes, that is how the game going on. If you do what I asked you to do as a coach in a Virgin,
the man doing what he was instructed to do, which is no wicket must fall in the power play. Even if you have top 31 balls, no wicket must fall. That's what he did.
I don't agree with that though. I think the power play you gotta maximize those 6 over, man. We got batting.
Yeah, man. We're just being sarcastic, man.
I heard you on the same page, and I tell you what the coach says.
We're being sarcastic. That must be what the coach would have said.
You just being funny.
the coach serious.
And like I said, man, Lewis.
He was serious. They asked him. He said Simmons was given a specific role, and he played the role.
Listen.
So Simmons and Gay drop in the line.
Yeah, Lewis and Gale, let's start with Lewis and Gale. Both men got to go hard. If one fail, I will send Puran to continue attacking. Now, if we lose
Well,
2 wickets in the power play, that's when we'll draw back a little bit and have the middle order try to consolidate the innings.
Yeah.
But you got to go hard in the power play.
Yes, brother. I better call him again. Yes, brother.
I don't know how much the guys on the panel watch football. I know Lennox is an avid watcher of football.
Yeah, man.
But you see, Jose Mourinho, when you play for Jose and you do not play well, you will be called out in the press conference.
Oh, yeah, Jose Mourinho play, huh?
You'll be on the bench.
No, not on the bench.
No, man.
In the post-match press conference, he will call you out.
He's going in the press conference. He's going in the press conference. He's going in the press conference, and he will say, "Listen to me. I told Martial to dribble with the ball, pass the ball to Pogba, run 5 meters forward and collect it back, and he did not do that, and that is why we lost the game." You are spot on, Marlon. That is how that guy is.
Jose is notorious for that, but we have the opposite in people like Phil Simmons and Clark.
But the coach
who defend these players to no end.
The coach says Simmons did what he was supposed to do. That's what I tried to tell you. What's frightening? He says Simmons achieve his goal. You understand what I'm telling you?
I hear in my voice, guys. Somebody's device is running in the background.
Not me.
Yeah, so somebody can pause the YouTube.
Not me. I
never win.
Yeah, mine is
Hold on, let me see. Maybe not. Let me see.
If you're on YouTube, come off YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah, but
we're good talking here.
Yeah, man. I'm actually wrapping up now. So very good having you here, DeAndre. Big up yourself. We are definitely looking forward to the next game. But I'm going to give everybody a final say before we jump off. I am definitely looking forward to seeing us go up against Bangladesh. It is a must-win game. In the sense that if they want to, well, I mean, they need to win all the other games that they have left and hope that what we were saying, England beat the other teams, right? But what I would do, it's bad now, so I would just let Gale open with Lewis. I saw a comment on the screen say Simmons should be in Port of Spain, so I'd probably ask him to go home and bring in Rastan Chase in the team. I would bring in Obed McCoy. Especially seeing that we are going to be playing against Bangladesh. That would be not saying that they are good spin players, but I would drop Hayden Wash probably and bring in back Obed McCoy to partner up Rampart. Those are the 2 changes. I would bring in Obed McCoy, Rastan Chase, and leave out Simmons and probably Wash, and then we go again and see how we do. Ask the guys to bat different, right? The guys at the top, well, Lewis will do what he needs to do. Gale will go and do his thing. Whoever comes at 3, whether it is Hetmeyer or who, I saw Nick's comment say, watch Hetmeyer get dropped Friday. I wouldn't put it past him. It's the easiest man to get dropped. The easiest man to get dropped in the team. But I am going to be watching the game, so we will see how it goes. Yeah, man. Ian, you want to finish up the statement?
Firstly, I am hopeful, but I'm not going to go through this torture again because this is an up and down of emotions, which is not healthy, right? Yeah, because it could be very depressing. I mean, when this morning and I saw the cricket and I saw at least we didn't lose any wickets, 70 something, I think, or 60 something. I said at least we're gonna put on a little 150, a little 60. And by the time I drop my wife's and come back, all fall down. So I have no expectation of any victory. I don't even know if we will win anything because from the time the coach tell me that Simmons did his part, I worry. You see, if the coach had say, I give Simmons a part and he didn't really do what I tell him, I have some hope. But there is something they know that we don't know, or something they see that we don't see. Because to tell me that tells me you ain't see what Simmons really do. He put every single person under pressure. You know what I mean? So I don't really. If we might beat Bangladesh, maybe if we bat second, if we chase in.
If we chase,
Yeah, if we chase it, but if we lose again and had a bad first, I just not seeing if we opening with Simmons and this guy. I don't know how we going to do it. I can understand as you say you put Gale, you bring in Chase for Simmons. At the end, I wouldn't really have Walsh bowling. I would have we wanted to put in this guy. I bring in our extra batsman.
McCoy. Or extra batsman Fletcher.
Extra batsman.
You probably would bring in Fletcher.
I would bring in Fletcher to hang around the top also.
Hang around the top against the spin.
Well, it can't get worse than it is already, you know.
Yeah. Well, that again.
But you can't bring in Fletcher and Chase.
Fletcher and Chase coming in. Simmons and that boy, that guy, what's his name? Spinner.
Walsh
going out, yeah.
Oh, so you're not bringing in any bowler?
Nah, we have enough bowler, and then we have all them set
Chase going bowl. Chase probably going bowl. Hayden Walsh is over.
Chase could bowl. This boy Gale could bowl. Simmons, well, he gone because he will be able to bowl there. Bravo. We have enough bowlers. I think that if we could adjust this, our biggest problem has always been batsmen are making enough runs and the bowlers have to be breaking their back to try and defend these runs. So that is my thing. I would have my two changes. Chase coming in and Fletcher coming in for the bowler and start playing an extra batsman because at the top, any number could play with Gale at this age. You know what I mean? We may need to have somebody line up in case Gale wants to get an out in the first over. That somebody can come in. That's what I'll say on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear it, yeah. I just laughing because of his comment on the screen. They say what Simmons anchoring in the power play.
Ask Simmons, that's your uncle.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, Marlon.
Well, personally, I think I don't see us going through. I don't have that much hope of it. I don't think it's impossible, but it's really slim right now, and the guys don't show any sign of improvement. But I would make the exact changes you make. And in all honesty, I'm going to keep a glimmer of hope alive. I will, if as slim as it is, I will keep it alive.
Yeah.
To take my words back, I think there is still a chance. I think England could realistically win out. And Australia, South Africa, one of those guys could probably pick each other off. But we have to win the next 3 games.
Yeah, definitely have to.
So Chase will bat at number 4 for me. Hetty will bat at number 3. Gale will and I will bring in Obed for
Walsh.
Walsh is just bowling poorly. There's just no way to slice that. So those are my changes. It has been a disappointing campaign. If we go out, I expect to clean house. There are a lot of people who need to move on.
Leave.
And just leave the cricket alone. I'm talking about selectors, captain, coach, and yes. So that's my thing.
All right. Wayne is still on or Wayne gone? Look at Wayne jump off. All right, Wayne is off. But we have anybody else on? Or those are, let me see. DeAndre gone, so it's Marlon. Oh, I just added somebody. I think the name that I'm seeing is, what's it? ZC off. I'm not seeing anything else. Identify yourself. Who is the next person on?
Big fan.
Who is the next person on?
Big fan, Sports to the Bone.
Who? I didn't hear you. Go again. Who is the person?
Spooky.
Spooky. All right, Spooky. Where are you joining us from? From I hear that name, I know it's a Jamaican. Where are you joining us from?
Saint Ann.
Oh, down by. Oh. Okay. What are your thoughts about going into Bangladesh? What changes would you make?
I'll bring in Chase. And drop Simmons and push Gale up in the top of the order with Lewis. And push Chase about 3 and then Hetty 4 and Pooran 5. That was my changes.
So you're bringing in Chase for Simmons. You're not troubling the bowling.
I will take out Walsh because Walsh he's not economical like he was in the Australia tour. So I'll take him out and put in McCoy.
McCoy, yeah. So those
I'll
are.
And because they haven't really have any more pace bowler, I'll put in Ravi Rampal, see what he can do with the new ball.
Also you're leaving Ravi Rampal.
Yeah, I will have give him an extra run.
Yeah.
But really the West Indies selectors need to change, and need to get some outside selectors, they're too friendly with the guys. The guys ain't performing and you're still picking them.
Yeah, and I mean it's clear. This is something that we would have gone over on several occasions. It's clear for everybody to see, but when we talk about it, all we can hear is that we must not say anything. Watch and support. You understand? And I don't know what is there to support, but but yeah, man, guys. Yeah. Go ahead.
One more thing. I'm also talking about quick singles, and I don't think the guys can really bring that with their rum bellies.
Yeah, we see a lot of bellies poking out through the shirts, yes. No, we see a lot of bellies poking out.
That why I hit my husband a little slow.
Yeah, we see a lot of belly poking out. But we're going to keep our fingers crossed, as Marlon said, and as Ian said, and hopefully we will be able to spring a surprise, against Bangladesh. But we're going to leave this one right here for now, guys. I am really appreciative of you guys coming on, as per usual, sharing your views. It is because of you why so many people stick around, because sitting down and listening to my voice alone from time to time is probably not it. You want to hear different opinions. So as usual, guys, I am really happy to have you on. Well, somebody's asking how can I join? We are about to come off, but the next time we are on the live, there's a link in the description. You just click the link and I will add you on, right? We're going to leave it right here. Ian, Spooky, Marlon, I think Wayne was on a little earlier. Thanks for coming on, guys. Blackwood and DeAndre was on a little earlier. Lorenzo also. Thanks for coming on, guys, and I'll see you all soon. All right, take care, everybody.
All the best. Take care. Bye.
All right.